9447 to call in. 238 WHIR. Famous people having famous birthdays on this famous day. Our celebrity list. Let's take a look at them today on this August the 26th. Looks like this. Starting off on this date, August the 26th, 56 years ago, where actress, comedian, and writer Melissa McCarthy was born. Turns 56 today, known for acting in Gilmore Girls, Mike and Molly, Bridesmaids, Spy, Little Mermaid, Tammy, and Ghostbusters. 56 years old today for Melissa McCarthy.
Bigelow's such a rare name.
Well, it's a family name, you know. It goes back to the Mayflower.
Is that right?
Yeah, Jeremiah Bigelow. You maybe have heard of him, pretty prominent bear hunter.
Sounds brave.
Kind of a big deal.
Melissa McCarthy, 56 years old today. Actor Chris Pine turns 46 years old today. From The Princess Diaries 2, Smokin' Aces, Star Trek, Unstoppable, Cinderella's Prince Into the Woods, Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit, Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, Wonder Woman as well. 46 years old today for Chris Pine.
What's that?
It's a watch.
A watch?
Yeah, it's a watch, tells time. My father gave it to me. Been through hell and back with him. Now it's with me, and good thing it's still ticking.
Chris Pine, 46 years old today. Macaulay Culkin, 46 years old today as well. From Home Alone and My Girl. Kevin, 46 years old for Macaulay Culkin. Happy birthday to him. Mother Teresa would have been 116 years old today. Humanitarian and Nobel Peace Prize winner. Happy what would have been 116th birthday for Mother Teresa. I'm sorry, 106th birthday. 116, that was right. 116th would have been her birthday today. James Harden, NBA star, plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers at this point in his career. 37 years old today. Happy birthday to him. Jamal Lewis is 47. He was a terror of a running back for the Baltimore Ravens. 47 years old today. Happy birthday to him. And one more birthday for you. Chris Burke is 61. Life Goes On, Touched by an Angel, 2 of the shows he was in. Happy birthday to him. He's an actor. Celebrity birthdays, Wednesday, the 26th day of August. There you go.
On this day in country music.
Well, thank you there then, Mr. Voice. It was on this date, country music history, looking back at the year 1974, where John Denver recorded Thank God I'm a Country Boy at the Universal Amphitheater in Los Angeles. It was the first night of concerts there that became what we know as the Thank God I'm a Country Boy live hit. We'll talk about that in a second. It was on this date, country music history, 1984. The Long Hard Road, also known as the Sharecropper's Dream by Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, went number 1. And it was on this date, country music history, 1990. Shenandoah went number 1 on the country singles chart with their song Next to You, Next to Me. And that's what's gone on this date, August 26th, country music history. Started off on this day back in 1974, where John Denver recorded this song in Los Angeles.
Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back. Ain't much an old country boy like me can't hack. It's early to rise, early in the sack. I thank God I'm a country boy. Well, a simple kind of life never did me no harm.
Yeah, recorded Thank God I'm a Country Boy on this day, 1974, at the Universal Amphitheater in Los Angeles. Again, in his first night of concerts that became the double album called An Evening with John Denver, recorded on this date, August 26th, 52 years ago.
When the work's all done and the sunset low, pull out my fiddle and I rosin up the bow. Kids are asleep, so I keep a catalog, and thank God I'm a country boy. I'd play Sally Gooden all day if I could, but the Lord and my wife wouldn't take it very good. So I fiddle when I can, work when I should, and thank God I'm a country boy.
He was on this day, country music history in the year 1984, where the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band went number 1 with A Long Hard Road, also called the Sharecropper's Dream on this date.
In my memory, there's a scene that I recall of a little rundown cabin in the woods.
Nitty Gritty Dirt Band went number 1, the country charts for the first time. It was written by Rodney Crowell. The song became the first of 3 number 1 songs for this group, the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. Long Hard Road, 42 years ago.
When the world was on our radio, hard work was on our minds. We lived our day to day in plain dirt fashion, with old overalls and cotton balls all strapped across your back. Man, it's hard to make believe ain't nothing wrong.
And it was on this day, country music history, in the year 1990. Shenandoah went number 1 on the country charts with their classic standard, Next to You, Next to Me, on this date, 36 years ago in 1990.
Riding down the road in my pickup truck. You better be ready, cause I'm picking you up with a full moon is shining and a little bit of luck. We're running out of gas.
Written by Robert Ellis Orrell and Curtis Wright, it's the band's longest-lasting chart topper. Went 3 weeks at number 1, and it started on this date, 1990. Next to You, Next to Me.
I'd rather be next to you, next to me.
And that's what's gone on this date, August 26th, in country music history. It's 6:30 in the morning. Kanan, bottom hour news, coming your way next.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or 2 or 3 or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday, from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Republican nominee Dr. Ralph Alvarado is quietly rebranding his high-profile campaign in Kentucky's 6th Congressional District. NBC First reported Alvarado quietly removed all online photos of himself with President Donald Trump, who previously endorsed the candidate ahead of the high-stakes May primary. Alvarado's revised site now portrays him as an independent who vows to focus solely on bipartisan health care collaboration as he prepares to face Democrat Zach Dembo in the upcoming November midterms. And Nicholasville commissioners approved a strict new ordinance regulating local e-bike and electric scooter use. The new law bans them entirely from municipal parks and limits their sidewalk use solely to children 12 and under. Meanwhile, the city of Cumberland, Harlan County Schools, and Southeast Kentucky Community College have entered a three-way partnership to rescue the historic Cumberland High School building. The 1947 landmark faces severe disrepair since closing in 2008, but the new coalition plans to complete extensive repairs, establish a historic tribute room, and keep the athletic fields active for local student athletes. Warren County Public Schools has opened Kentucky's first emerging career pathway dedicated solely to artificial intelligence. The new Bowling Green Impact Center pilot enables 50 students to earn key IBM certificates, with officials co-designing the entire specialized curriculum to serve as the official statewide AI pilot model. Finally, Kentucky literacy leader Heather Diffenbach is celebrating the profound philanthropic vision of the late Dolly Parton. Parton's historic Imagination Library program, co-founded in honor of her own illiterate father, has delivered more than 6 million free books to Kentucky families since 2001, with over 132,000 Bluegrass State children currently enrolled in the literacy movement. I'm Travis Laird.
This is the Kentucky.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? It's the friendly, expert care you'll experience every time you bank with us. Hi, I'm Lindsay Cole, the Retail Market Manager at Whitaker Bank in Danville, Kentucky. Whether you're opening an account, planning for the future, or looking for a friendly face, we're here to make banking easy. Stop by or call us at 859-236-9822 to see how we put you first. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC.
Looking to trade or purchase a new automobile? Check out Ray & Auto Sales in Lexington on New Circle Road. Needing help with financing? Get pre-approved with Capital One. When you're there, it's all about quality cars, unbeatable deals, and a name you can trust. That's Ray & Auto Sales. That's RAYYAN Autosales.com.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
The man who was arrested in connection to a deadly Harrington Lake boat crash on July 4th had his arraignment date set. Cody Casey was indicted on 19 counts, including manslaughter in connection with a boat crash on Harrington Lake that left one person dead and others injured. In addition to manslaughter, Casey also faces 11 counts of wanton endangerment, first-degree assault, and third-degree fleeing or evading. His arraignment date is set for September 2nd at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The Boyle County Public Library is introducing a new program called Story Stash. Story Stash is a new monthly book subscription that allows people to tell the librarians what they like to read, a style, genre, or author. From there, the staff will pick out 2 surprise choices for you. They'll offer pickup options at the library and in Junction City and Perryville, or home delivery options as well. The only stipulation is that you have to be an adult and have a library card. This is open to the first 40 people who register. Go to the Boyle County Public Library website for more information. And aspiring entrepreneurs and early-stage business owners in Danville and Boyle County will be able to turn to experts to help them launch their ideas. The Entrepreneur Blueprint will launch on September 18th, which will bring together experts in economic development, entrepreneurship, and business leadership to help participants build foundations for their new and growing ventures. For more information, contact the Danville-Boyle County Chamber of Commerce. Law enforcement is out with extra patrols, joining the National Office of Highway Safety as a part of the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. This campaign will run through September 7th. During the Labor Day holiday weekend last year, there were 69 crashes involving an impaired driver, resulting in 49 injuries and 3 deaths. Before festivities begin, plan a way to get home safely. And if you're impaired, use a ride booking company or a taxi or call a sober friend. A nationwide real estate company has acquired land for a new student housing development to be built in Lexington. WKYT reports that a news release from Subtext shows a development will be located at 565 South Limestone, directly across from UK's main pedestrian entrance corridors. It's called the Ever Lexington and will consist of 149 different units from 1 to 4 bedroom plans and approximately 4,000 square feet of ground floor retail space, as well as indoor and outdoor amenities. They're expected to break ground this fall and finish by the summer of 2028. I'm Joe Mathis.
Hey folks, Willie Baker here, Baker Auctions, and boy do we have a lineup of fall auctions coming your way. First up is our fall consignment auction. Now that's Saturday, September 5th, 9 a.m., live on site at Baker Auction Center in Junction City, or you can bid online at bidbaker.com. We will be accepting consignments through Friday, August 28th. Check out these great auctions and more at bidbaker.com, and don't forget, get more for your acre. Call Willie Baker, 855-858-SOLD. That's 855-858-7653.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
All right, Brightly Joe, thank you for that. Brought to you by Southern Heating and Cooling. Keeping your home cozy as your comfort is their priority. Veteran-owned, family-operated, they're locally trusted. Come on, go online. SouthernHeatingCooling.com or call 859-324-2770. Mostly sunny, a high today 85, a low of 67. Sunshine and 86 tomorrow. Friday, sunshine 85, and there's a lot going on. Football Saturday here in the area and just outside the area. Danville goes to Marion County on Saturday, kind of early evening, 5:30 kickoff time. Saturday night, you got Boyle County Bryan Station. Early Saturday, you got Boyle County Youth Football kicking off their season as well. And there's just stuff going on all over the place on Saturday. And great weather for it. Great weather to boot. 87 and 65 with sunshine. Right now, 6:36 in the morning, 59 degrees. Wednesday, the 26th day of the month of August. Larry Vaught's giving us Vaught's Views this morning. What's up, Larry?
Vaught's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
The recently adopted NCAA policy of allowing players to play 5 years with no exceptions or waivers for a 6th season has dramatically impacted men's basketball and football. But think about the impact that it could have on Kentucky volleyball. All-Americans Brooklyn DeLay and Molly Tuzo are in the 4th year at Kentucky. This would normally be their final year playing for the Wildcats, since both have started since arriving on campus. But now, with the new 5-for-5 ruling in place, one or both could decide to return for the 2027 season. So could defensive specialist Molly Beretsowitz, as she decided she wanted to take a fifth year. As Coach Craig Skinner thought about the possibility of DeLay, Tuzo, and Beretsowitz taking a fifth year and being part of his 2027 roster. He said it is always on his mind, but he also has to get input from new athletics director Jay Batt on his plans for roster construction.
Vought's Views will return in a moment.
The boss wants me to tell you about everything at the Kentucky State Fair in this commercial. So, here goes. Dairy cows, dancers, duck slide, elephant escape artists, cooking demos, fancy horses, street tacos, street jugglers, kiddie coasters, talent show, stunt riders, stilt walkers, livestock, live music, carousels, caricature, food court, fun exhibits, funnel cakes, Freddy Farm Bureau, thrilling rides, games galore, Agland, Astro Wheel, rock and roll, serious shopping, groomed goats. And that's not the half of it. The Kentucky State Fair is August 20th through 30th. Buy your tickets online and get free parking. Go to kystatefair.org.
Coach Craig Skinner's team has been picked to win a 10th straight Southeastern Conference title, even though SEC rival Texas was picked as the number 2 team in the national preseason poll and Kentucky number 3. Skinner has admitted the thought of trying to get Eva Hudson back this season for a 5th year crossed his mind, even though she's just finished her first professional season. Skinner said there are so many scenarios of what could happen next week, next month, or 6 months from now that it's impossible to predict or know about future roster construction.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
There you go, Larry Vought's Views, Mondays through Fridays right here on The Joe Show at this time on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports on this Wednesday, the 26th day of the month of August. Hey, President Donald Trump recently, he's already renamed the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. Now he's threatening to rename Lake Ontario as Lake America. Yeah, that happened yesterday. Threatened to name Lake Ontario Lake America.
Hi, folks. It's your favorite president, Donald Trump. Having difficulty deciding what to name your baby? Then you need the Trump Baby Name Book. It's a very thin book, believe me. There are just 2 options. Either Trump or America. No other options in my book, believe me.
My wife just gave birth to a daughter.
And we had no idea what to name her, so we got the Trump Baby Name Book.
And we settled on America.
I'm pregnant again with twins, and we're going to name them both America.
Thanks for the help, Mr. President.
No problem. Oh, and I just signed an executive order changing both of your names to America. You're welcome. The Trump Baby Name Book. Name your baby either Trump or America today.
There it is, the Trump Baby Name Book. Let's see what's going on in this morning's world of absolute good. Are you tired of the gloom and doom that saturates your daily news? Well, of course you are, and I am right there with you. These stories remind us of the silver lining in the cloud over all of our heads. It's my way of sharing the good news with you, and hopefully you'll go do the same for somebody else. Here's Floyd Kramer. Little good news action for you on this Wednesday morning, and here we go. Story number 1 coming from New York City, where a New York City mother who lost nearly everything in an apartment fire received $3,000 from a stranger who learned about her family's situation through a news report. Scott Evans contacted the news station and connected with Nina Chambers to give her money for food and back-to-school expenses, asking for nothing in return. Chambers has since found a new apartment and says she hopes to pay the kind gesture forward once she is back on her feet. Story number 2 coming from South Florida, where more than 25,000 slices of pizza have been donated through an app created by a teenage brother and sister in South Florida to help address food insecurity. Ashrita and Anish Kaza launched Pizza for a Purpose in 2024 to connect pizzerias, grocery stores, and individual donors with nearby charities and nonprofits. Organizations can receive fresh food directly through the app, like one local food pantry, which now receives pizza every week to help the hundreds of people it serves. Pretty awesome. And story number 3 coming from Oklahoma, where an Oklahoma high school's first day tradition gives incoming freshmen a deliberately embarrassing welcome while giving their parents one last goodbye kiss. Seniors at Bishop Kelly High School, they greet arriving freshmen and then require them to kiss the parent or grandparent that dropped them off before heading inside. It's kind of like, I like it. It's like a hazing thing, but not in a way where it's like detrimental to the kid's mental health. Like, you need to kiss your parent goodbye. You got to do this. The tradition began in 2001 as a kinder replacement for the senior pranks that had previously played on new students coming to the school. The good news, moms love this one. The high school's first day of school tradition for freshmen. You got to kiss mom before you enter high school. Story number 2, teenage siblings combine technology and pizza to feed those in need, and strangers step in to help a mom who lost everything in a house fire. That's what's going on in this morning's World of Absolute Good, folks. Floyd Kramer, take us home, buddy. It's all yours. Silliness at Sunrise and the dad joke of the day, PRN's Garage Pass. It's all coming up next on The Joe Show. Don't go anywhere.
It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. You had the Danville Lee's famous recipe for the Wednesday special. You get 3 pieces of our famous golden fried chicken, hand-breaded tenders, or fish and chicken combo, served with your choice of 2 sides and a warm, hot, home-style buttermilk biscuit, a delicious midweek tradition. 2-piece strip meals are just $4.99. 8-piece boxes are $12, or get a 4-piece wing deal for $4.99. Skip cooking tonight and head to Danville Lee's famous recipe on South 4th. Lee's famous recipe, real home-style flavor, made fresh every day.
Discover the power of radio. If you're a business owner and you want to reach new customers, you should consider radio. There are always new customers out there, whether it's from new families moving into the area, changing income levels, lifestyles, or buying habits. To reach that new business, first, they need to know you're there. Discover the power of radio.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
Hi, I'm Brent Blevins, Public Health Director of the Boyle County Health Department, with an important message. The American Cancer Society estimates that nearly 3,500 deaths per year in Kentucky can be attributed to lung cancer. Most people are aware that cigarette smoking may contribute to lung cancer, but are unaware of another serious lung cancer threat, radon. In fact, the Environmental Protection Agency states that prolonged exposure to elevated levels of radon gas is the second leading cause of lung cancer. Now, you may be asking yourself a few questions like, what is an elevated level of radon? Where does radon come from? Or, how can I tell if radon is in my home? Your Boyle County Health Department stands ready to answer your questions and help determine if your family may be at risk. Simply contact our environmental staff at 859-236-2053. The health of your family depends on it.
Ryan Blaney was the big winner at New Hampshire, but there were some drivers that came up just short of their first win of the season. For PRN's Garage Pass, this is Andrew Kerwin.
Whether your engine runs daily or only when you need it, Z-Max Micro Lubricant is the force you need against carbon buildup that can damage your engine. Combustion causes carbon and other harmful deposits to build up in your engine, fuel system, and transmission. And carbon is like sandpaper, rubbing against your engine's internal parts. You don't want that. You want Z-Max Micro Lubricant. It soaks into metal and keeps your vehicle running at peak performance. Find out more at zmax.com or visit us on Facebook and X. Protect your engine to the max with Z-Max.
Bubba Wallace came just a few tenths of a second away from winning at New Hampshire this past weekend. He locked up the brakes late in the race, and that ruined his chances at the checkered flag. Our very own Heather DeBow caught up with Bubba after the race.
How proud of you of your efforts today?
Yeah, super proud. Just super proud of the effort we put in leading up to this race. As frustrating as kind of the weekend started out, I did a really bad job in qualifying, put us behind, and just knew we had to grind today. Absolute no quit each and every lap, and From the calls on top of the box to the pit crew to driving. It took 110% each and every lap. So just glad to see it pay off, man. It's a tough race. Obviously, hate finishing second. I really wanted that one, but live to fight another day.
Josh Berry led some laps and continued a top 5 streak at New Hampshire, along with his 4th consecutive top 10 this season. I talked to him after the race. What more did you need on that last run of the race?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we obviously, to start the third stage, we had control and, felt really good about where we're at. And then that caution come out, and it kind of got the strategy a little bit flipped on us. And, lost the restart, or lead on the restart to Bubba. Still settled back in there, and then, didn't have a great pit stop and just kind of had to battle back from there. But, man, that was a lot of fun. I mean, just raced hard today. Didn't love how I raced at times. It was a little rough. But, man, I'm just trying to do everything I can to prove I belong doing this stuff. So, all in all, really fun day. It sure was a thrilling race at New Hampshire. NASCAR heads to Daytona this weekend. For PRN's Garage Pass, this is Andrew Kirtland.
In the automotive industry, time and trust mean everything. Miss an electrical problem, and it can mean big problems for your operation. That's why Napa believes in testing the 5 critical components in every vehicle: the battery, starter, alternator, relay, and serpentine belt. And why we deliver the parts, tools, and expertise you need to catch problems before they become breakdowns. So test every vehicle and trust the name that keeps your bays busy and your business moving full speed ahead.
Never know how. Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
At Bob Allen GMC, we are professional grade. Hi, I'm John Welsh. Check out Bob Allen's pricing on new 26 GMC Sierra 2500 Denali Crew Cab 4x4s. Now priced as low as $72,900, plus tax, title, license, and fees. Stock M26,987. Bob Allen GMC on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at boballenmotormall.com.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Thank you, Little Rayleigh Show. Brought to you by our friends hanging out over at Dragster and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the auto owners insurance company. Call Mark or Chris. They'd love to give you a free quote. 859-236-6686. Mostly sunny, a high of 85. A low tonight, 67. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 86 a high. Friday, sunny and 85. Saturday, sunny and 87. Sunday, sunny and 90. Right now, it's 6:50 in the morning, 59 degrees. Wednesday, the 26th day of the month of August. And happy to have you on the show this morning. 859-238-9447. 100% hilarious. So bad they're good. Warning, these may make you cringe. It's time for everyone's 6th favorite segment on the Joe Show every single morning. We call this one the Dad Joke of the Day. Here it is.
Dad Joke of the Day.
Dad Joke of the Day. I told you yesterday about our dog Chipper. Got into a box of Scrabble, like the game board, the game and all that, and ate some of the Scrabble tiles. I said we were still waiting a word. Isn't a word from the doctor. We got the word from the doctor. I told him our dog Chipper swallowed some Scrabble tiles. He said, I get it. He said, you can expect one thing. You can expect some constant vowel movements. All right, that's our first 2-part joke. Right, you had to hit listen yesterday to get the first part, and then we build on it today in the second part. The first ever 2-part Dad Joke of the Day. Mondays through Fridays, we have it right here in the Joe Show.
Welcome to the planet of the apps. Well, if you're like me and you like to eat at food trucks, they're prowling out there, but you have to find a food truck. Now there's an app for it. It's called Roaming Hunger. It's a food truck finder. Roaming Hunger. Okay? Tells you where there's a food truck located, what kind of food they're serving, what kind of review it's getting, when the truck is moving, and everything else. Roaming Hunger. It's free, and it will find a food truck. Sometimes you're in the mood for ice cream. There's the ice cream truck. My food finder found the ice cream truck. There you go. Roaming Hunger. Getting great reviews. Right? There's molten magma every day. Mondays in the Planet of the Apps.
Yes, sirree. Rick D's Planet of the Apps, Mondays through Fridays, right here on The Joe Show at this time, leads us into this morning's Country Comic Spotlight, where Tim Hawkins is in the spotlight this morning. Now, this is good for all of us here in Danville. We have the new skate park going up at Millennium Park. Me and Jack went to Millennium Park, batting practice, worked on pitching and stuff like that on Sunday. And we drove by, and there's the skate park. And Jack's like, wow, look at that. They got the bowl going in. They got rails that you can grind on, all kinds of stuff. So Tim Hawkins here is talking about how much fun a skateboard park can be for people. Tim Hawkins, here he is.
They just built this new skateboard park by my house. And I don't know if you people have a skateboard park by your house, but if you do, you need to use it. That's for the adults. That's not for kids. That's for you, the adults. That's the most soothing experience ever. Let's go to the skate park and watch kids wipe out hour after hour. That's God's provision right there. That's amazing. Like, oh. Oh, try it again without the helmet. I think it's... He's gonna do it. I skateboarded in the 70s, man. Skateboards were a lot smaller, man. It's like a tongue depressor with wheels. You remember those things? My son was like, Dad, you used to skateboard? Did you do any sick tricks? I'm like, yeah, make it to the bottom of the hill without dying. Did you do an ollie? No, I did a folly. She get hurt, man. See, kids don't get hurt as much, man. They got elbow pads and helmets and lawyers. When I was a kid, anybody here ever get the wind knocked out of you when you were a kid? Isn't that the worst experience a human could have? You crash on your bike or your skateboard, get the wind knocked out of you. It sounds like a sick whale for 30 seconds. And your friends would talk to you. What happened? Did you get the wind knocked out of you?
Yeah. Pretty much. You must be a doctor. You're good.
You want some water?
No, air, you idiot. Air.
Tim Hawkins in the Country Comic Spotlight. Rick D's in the Planet of the Apps and the Dad Joke of the Day. Best jokes from last night's late night shows. Jelly Roll hosted Jimmy Kimmel Live on ABC again. Joked about online critics of his jokes about President Donald Trump. So, you know, Jelly Roll joking about the president, people online not liking that and criticizing Jelly Roll for that.
Some folks online were upset that I didn't treat the president with reverence and dignity. But I want to remind y'all that I go by the name Jelly Roll. I don't even treat myself with reverence and dignity. One day I looked in the mirror and said, you, my friend, are a pastry. Frankly, I think most people were just surprised that I had any opinions at all. They see a guy that looks like me and assume the only opinion I have is whether I prefer my meth crystal or classic.
Jelly Roll also joking that had Kamala Harris received more votes and more people voted for her, he would have made fun of her too.
Look, y'all, I get it that some people are mad at me for goofing on Trump. But if you wanted me to make jokes about Kamala Harris, you should have voted for her. So for those who threatened to stop listening to my music based on my comments last night, I just want to say with conviction, go right ahead, because I'm going to keep speaking my truth or my name isn't Post Malone.
Still in this at Sunrise. Jelly Roll on there from last night. Tim Hawkins, Country Comic Spotlight. Rick D's and this morning's Planet of the Apps and the Dad Joke of the Day. Mondays through Fridays, we have that right here on The Joe Show on WHIR Danville News, Talk Sports, and HometownLive.net. I know as of now, you've heard the very sad news with the passing of legend Dolly Parton, who died yesterday at the age of 80. And we'll talk about her coming up next. What a legend Dolly Parton was. More on that next.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free. at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on WHIR.
Oh, it's sad news it was yesterday to find out the passing of Dolly Parton. Just went to Pigeon Forge earlier this month, and wow, what a mark she left on her hometown. I mean, Dollywood, they got statues of her, they got stores named after her. I don't think you could find a single person that got any negative word to say about Dolly Parton. It was like universally positive when you mentioned Dolly Parton. She did an interview one time, and they asked her political views, and she said something like, everybody wants to make something political. They want to say, hey, this person's on our side, that's why we're right. So they asked Dolly, you Republican or Democrat? She said, well, my dad was a Republican, my mom was a Democrat, and I'm a hypocrite. Everybody loved her. And she refused to take sides one way or the other. A legend who destroyed, honestly, the dumb blonde stereotype. She was an extremely talented singer and songwriter who did things her way and paved the way for generations of female musicians, and branched into acting as well with roles 9 to 5 in the best little warehouse in Texas. We'll call it a warehouse. In later years, her philanthropy elevated her to a universally beloved status. She died yesterday at the age of 80 with what her reps say was a very brief battle with cancer, and she had been battling health issues for over a year, often causing her to cancel shows or scheduled appearances with pre-recorded appearances and things like that. Dolly Parton passed away yesterday at the age of 80. We'll have a lot more to say about that as we go throughout this show. Rest in peace, Dolly. What a great mark she left on this world. We're 1 hour in, 3 hours to go. It's 7 o'clock.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 7 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. American presidents are honoring the life and legacy of the queen of country music, Dolly Parton, who died after a brief battle with cancer. More from Rory O'Neill.
All the former presidents issued statements following Dolly Parton's death. President Obama wrote about Parton's journey from a one-room cabin to winning Grammys and even helping to fund development of the COVID vaccine. President Clinton called her a one-of-a-kind entertainer. The Bushes said they respected Dolly Parton's work promoting literacy. Joe Biden called Dolly Parton an American original. President Trump said Parton's death is a true loss for millions and ordered flags to be flown at half-staff for 1 week.
Dolly Parton is being remembered for her philanthropy. Her family is asking fans to honor the entertainment icon by supporting her Imagination Library, which provides free books to young children. Earlier this summer, Parton thanked Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce for making a big donation to the program.
I was just told that you two are making a donation of $2 million to my Imagination Library. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm blown away and overjoyed with that gratitude.
She established the Imagination Library in 1995 in honor of her father, who never learned to read or write. The program now distributes free books to children across the U.S., Canada, the U.K., and Australia, gifting more than 3 million books every month. Senator Darlene Graham is the winner of the Republican Senate primary runoff in South Carolina.
I want to thank President Trump for all of his support and his endorsement. Mr. President, Lindsay truly loved you and viewed you as one of his closest friends.
Graham defeated Congressman Ralph Norman.
The president got involved. He has that right. That's his prerogative. As I told, I never, well...
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Genesis Diamonds' epic engagement ring event is coming. It's happening this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza. For 1 weekend only, experience the complete collections of the world's most sought-after bridal designers, Verragio and Tacori, exclusively at Genesis Diamonds. During this event, explore the entire Verragio collection, including hundreds of the latest styles, and save up to $5,000 on your engagement ring. Every Verragio ring is handcrafted by true artisans with unmatched attention to detail. If every ring you've seen is starting to look the same, you're shopping in the wrong place. We're also bringing in a fresh selection of GIA certified diamonds in every shape and size direct from the cutters, so you can create your perfect ring from the ground up. Enjoy special event incentives, 0% interest financing, and up to $5,000 in savings. But only this weekend. Genesis Diamonds, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Shelbyville Road Plaza. Don't just find a ring. Find the...
Elaine Maxwell's bid to throw out her sex trafficking conviction is being tossed by a New York federal judge. More from Mark Mayfield.
It was a long-shot petition that would have allowed her a new trial. Maxwell, an associate of the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, represented herself in the request. She's serving a 20-year prison sentence after being convicted of helping Epstein sexually abuse girls.
A recent YouGov survey examines how race relations have changed since 2016. Democrats are nearly twice as likely as Republicans to say race relations in the U.S. have gotten worse in the last decade. In July, 68% of Black Americans, 45% of Hispanic Americans, and 36% of white Americans considered racism a big problem in society today. Meanwhile, half of Americans believe that having a rising number of people of many different races, ethnic groups, and nationalities makes the U.S. a better place to live. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, a majority of the population will be made up of people who are Black, Asian, Hispanic, and other racial minorities by the year 2020. The Chicago Sky are banning former NBA player Enes Kanter Freedom from Wintrust Arena. More from Tammy Trujillo.
Team owner Michael Alter said Tuesday that Freedom is considered a potential threat to players and won't be allowed back until the team is satisfied otherwise. The ban stems from a confrontation with Sky guard Natasha Cloud during the Sky's loss to the Indiana Fever on Sunday. Alter said Kanter Freedom stood up from his courtside seat, pointed toward Cloud, and stepped toward the court. That prompted security to intervene. Kanter Freedom told Fox News that he was removed for supporting women, while the Sky say the decision was based on his conduct. This comes after Kanter Freedom declared himself a woman and eligible to play in the WNBA.
There's the dog days this summer, and then there's today, National Dog Day. The day was created in 2004 and aims to raise awareness about the massive number of dogs that need adoption. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
This is Randy Gipp Graham. If you want to start your weekend off in a winning way, propelling you into a new work week, then join with our team every Saturday morning at 7 o'clock on the Kentucky Power Hour. Sure, we talk current events, politics, a little sports, and a lot about leadership, but with you, the listener, in mind. So start your day off in a winning way. Right here on the Happy Station, WHIR.
The Kentucky Power Hour on AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
Good morning to you. It's Wednesday. It's the 26th day of the month of August. 59 degrees. Great feeling morning. As we are getting this Wednesday morning started off and getting local news. Brought to you by Stuart Powell Ford Mazda.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stuart Powell Ford and Mazda. All of us here would like to thank everyone in Boyle and the surrounding counties for once again selecting our dealership as a #1 new car dealership, used car dealership, and place to have your vehicle serviced. We strive daily to meet every need of every customer, and since 1949, we have been providing quality products and services at a fair price while treating our customers and employees with respect. Stop in at 225 South Danville Bypass and see just how easy it is to do business with us.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The man who was arrested in connection to a deadly Harrington Lake boat crash on July 4th had his arraignment date set. Cody Casey was indicted on 19 counts, including manslaughter in connection with a boat crash on Harrington Lake that left one person dead and others injured. In addition to manslaughter, Casey also faces 11 counts of wanton endangerment, first-degree assault, and third-degree fleeing or evading. His arraignment date is set for September 2nd at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The Boyle County Public Library is introducing a new program called Story Stash. Story Stash is a new monthly book subscription that allows people to tell the librarians what they like to read, a style, genre, or author. From there, staff will pick out 2 surprise choices for you. They'll offer pickup options at the library and in Junction City and Perryville, or home delivery options as well. The only stipulation is that you have to be an adult and have a library card. This is open to the first 40 people who register. Go to the Boyle County Public Library website for more information. And aspiring entrepreneurs and early-stage business owners in Danville and Boyle County will be able to turn to experts to help them launch their ideas. The Entrepreneur Blueprint will launch on September 18th, which will bring together experts in economic development, entrepreneurship, and business leadership to help participants build foundations for their new and growing ventures. For more information, contact the Danville-Boyle County Chamber of Commerce. Law enforcement is out with extra patrols, joining the National Office of Highway Safety as a part of the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. This campaign will run through September 7th. During the Labor Day holiday weekend last year, there were 69 crashes involving an impaired driver, resulting in 49 injuries and 3 deaths. Before festivities begin, plan a way to get home safely. And if you're impaired, use a ride booking company or a taxi, or call a sober friend. A nationwide real estate company has acquired land for a new student housing development to be built in Lexington. WKYT reports that a news release from Subtext shows a development will be located at 565 South Limestone, directly across from UK's main pedestrian entrance corridors. It's called the Ever Lexington and will consist of 149 different units from 1 to 4 bedroom plans and approximately 4,000 square feet of ground floor retail space, as well as indoor and outdoor amenities. They're expected to break ground this fall and finish by the summer of 2028. I'm Joe Mathis.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stewartpowell.com.
Some love him and some hate him. Listens to Sean Hannity weekdays at 3 and Saturdays at 10 on WHIR.
Hit the trails with Danville Bike and Footwear. From summer adventures to daily rides, they'll help you find the perfect bike to match your goals. Choose from Specialized, Trek, Kona, or check out Aventon e-bikes. And they do. Yes, they do have kids' bikes too. No matter what your age or skill level, make Danville Bike and Footwear your destination to get moving on 2 wheels. Come test ride your next bike today at Danville Bike and Footwear, 417 West Main Street in downtown Danville.
Hello, this is Jessica Sperlin. The Sperlin family is proud to be the owner of Preston Pruitt Sperlin Funeral Home in Danville. Our pledge to you is to offer the same compassionate, caring service that Preston Pruitt established in 1880.
The Sperlin family has many years' experience taking care of families like yours with the finest and most affordable services available. They're located on South 4th Street in Danville. Call 859-236-4343, 236-4343.
Preston Pruitt Sperlin Funeral Home, our family serving your family.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right, give me a slurp of coffee. Let's get this 7 o'clock in the morning hour rolling. You get sunshine on this Wednesday, a high of 85, a low of 67. I guess I better give you who the forecast is sponsored by first. Brought to you by Danville Auto Body Shop, top-of-the-line collision auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Dillahay Street, Danville Auto Body Shop. All right, sunshine today, sunshine tomorrow, 86. Sunshine Friday, 85. Saturday, sunny and 87. Sunday, 89 with sunshine. Right now, it's 7:10 in the morning. And hey, guess what? We're looking at 59 degrees. We're talking Rebel football. Boyle County Rebel head coach Justin Haddix.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if Auto Owners makes sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer.
And we're joined by Boyle County Rebel head football coach Justin Haddix. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Doing good. How you doing this morning?
Doing all right, Coach. Doing great. Appreciate you being on here this morning, talking Rebel football with us as you all look to go to 2-0. And you got a Bryan Station team coming in this Saturday that lost their season opening game to a powerhouse South Warren High School team. That score was 32-10. 8-9. And we'll talk about this Bryan Station offense this morning that did manage 9 points last week, Coach. It looks like they played 3 different quarterbacks last week. Have you gotten a feel for what they like to do offensively?
Yeah, a little bit. Obviously, they're big up front. They're really, really big up front. And they want to play, they want to run the football. They got a running back. The kid was a backup running back last year at Frederick Douglass, and a really good player, Jeremiah Turner. He's a really good player, and they want to get him the ball downhill, and he's an explosive guy. He impressed us last year. I think he ran for like 40 or 50 yards in limited carries last year in that game, so playing against him. So he's a good player. They've got the Haskins kid. He can make some plays with it. He can throw it a little bit, and he's really dynamic with the ball in his hands. They started off wanting to try to play more of a pro-style quarterback and use those other guys on the edge, but they're going to do what they feel like they can do to be successful.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at what they did last week. They had 9 different guys touch the ball on offense, 6 different receivers, and then 2 different quarterbacks who didn't touch it in some other form or fashion, and then a running back who didn't touch it in some other form or fashion. So 9 different guys touched it on offense. That's a heck of a lot of playmakers there.
Yes, getting the ball and figuring out what they can do, and that's a lot of it. What we all do as coaches, you feel like you got a good plan, but until they start, they may look good in practice, but until they go out and do something in a game, you really don't know. So I'm sure they're trying to find out what they are, and defenses should be ahead because offense is a rhythm. You got to be in a good rhythm to play offense, and sometimes it takes some time. So I'm sure they're figuring that out, and I hope they don't get figured out Saturday.
Yeah.
We're going to go play. We're going to do our best and play Rebel football.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you hope they don't figure it out Saturday, but you hope they do every other Friday night after that because you want the teams that you beat to win, especially those bigger schools, to improve that RPI.
Yes, that's the crazy thing, but it's also good. I like JT. JT's a good coach, and a lot of guys who you play, obviously we like to compete, and there's nothing against that, but I do. I hope they win every game after that. We share ideas, and when we talk football about how to make it better, not just, we want the state of Kentucky football to be higher ranked and be rewarded with that. If we got really good players and we can play at a high level.
Yeah, so, there are certainly guys you coach against that you root for, like you enjoy coaching against them. There may be friends or mentors, or you've helped them at some point, and you all talk outside of Friday nights, but you want to beat them when you play them, but then you root for them hard when they go throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, there's there's some groups that we always text about every Friday, and hey, good luck. We can help you. Let us know. Brandon Smith's one of those guys to talk with, and seeing that we play together or we've coached together, and we've got some coaches now that's coaching under me that are head coaches. So obviously you want to see them win and be successful and be around. So it's pretty neat.
Yeah, Bull County Rebel head coach Justin Haddix. Coach, what's on the practice agenda for today for the Rebels?
Well, we'll be working on their offense and looking at the different quarterbacks. I said I'm the scout team quarterback at some point, and then we rotate some other guys in that are maybe. I kind of got my feelings hurt. I said, I guess I'm not a dual threat quarterback anymore. Somebody else had to go in and play the Haskins kid. So those are all things that we're trying to prepare our group for.
They don't think you can scramble around anymore, huh? It's 10 plays?
I'm a scramble to throw. I'm not a scramble to run anymore, so that's what we're dealing with.
Well, County Rebel head coach Justin Haddix. Coach, appreciate you being on. Good luck with practice. We'll talk to you again tomorrow morning, okay?
Hey, thank you. Go Rebels.
There you go. Boyle County and I almost said South Warren. No, not South Warren. Bryan Station. Bryan Station played South Warren last week, and they've got Bryan Station this Saturday. It is an 8:30-ish kickoff. We'll have it on Z105 WRNZ FM. Already have a son at home saying, Dad, can we go to the game on Saturday? I said maybe. As a parent, you got to maybe them sometimes. You can't commit full on if something happens or we can't go, son. Then you're disappointed. Maybe. We'll see. Are also 2 favorite words in a parent's lingo. We'll see.
Hey, this is Jack Mathis. I love sports, and this is Sports with the Big Daddy, Steve Bochum. Brought to you by Stuart Powell Mazda.
At Stuart Powell Ford Mazda, we are proud to be your hometown dealer for many reasons. Selection, service, convenient location, and our people. Your friends, family, and neighbors, since 1949 at Stuart Powell, we make it easy. Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. Visit us on the bypass in Danville or online at stuartpowell.com.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky quarterback Kenny Menchie has been named the 13th best quarterback in the SEC by CBS Sports. Menchie, a Notre Dame transfer, will be running new head coach Will Stein's offense, hopefully as good as Stein did at Oregon. The Wildcats open the season September 5th, hosting Youngstown State on Z105. The top three quarterbacks in the SEC were number 1, Trinidad Chambliss of Ole Miss, number 2, Arch Manning of Texas, and number 3, Sam Levitt from LSU. In boys high school soccer last night, Danville edged Somerset 2-1, and Pulaski County shut out Lincoln County 5-0. In girls soccer, Southwestern blanked Garrett County 5-0. And in girls volleyball, Somerset beat Mercer County 3-0, and it was Lincoln County over Casey County 3-1. In Major League Baseball, the Giants stifled the Reds again last night, 3-1. San Francisco's pitching shut out Cincinnati's hitting for 17 straight innings before Sal Stewart hit a solo homer in the ninth. Elsewhere, it was the Guardians 6, Angels 5 in 10 innings, Astros 9, Yankees 7, Braves 4, Dodgers 3, Pirates 1, Padres nothing, Diamondbacks 5, Cubs 4, Mets 3, Brewers 2, and the Orioles 13, Cardinals 1. Other winners were the Athletics, Mariners, Red Sox, Rockies, Tigers, and White Sox. Speaking of starting quarterbacks, the Cleveland Browns say they're going with Deshaun Watson when the season starts in a couple of weeks. It's been 2 years since Watson has started a game in the NFL. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Hello, this is Robert Wagner, General Manager of Hometown Radio. We love our listeners, and we know times are tough, so we wanted to do something big, so you could save money on local businesses. After several meetings, we could see no other way, so we opened Big Deals Online Store, selling gift certificates to local businesses. The gift certificates are just like cash. You buy full retail value gift certificates at a big discount.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Supplies limited, so hurry over to our online store at hometownlive.net and click on the Big Deals logo. Some restrictions may apply. Spend a few minutes now and save big tomorrow. Join other Hometown Radio listeners who are already shopping and saving at Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
The Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net.
In the heart of Harrodsburg, Kentucky, Mercer Stone Company is shaping driveways and dreams. Supplying quality stone with local dedication, these folks know a thing or two about building from the ground up. With friendly service and a commitment to getting your project done right, you'll find the materials and know-how you need. And lay the foundation for your next great project with Mercer Stone Company today. We will rock you.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
Little Riley Joe. Thank you for that. Brought to you by our friends over at the Little Sign Shop. Under new owners and operators, all types of quality signs at affordable prices. Many within 24 hours. They're in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. Come on, you know you gotta meet them and talk to them. 859-238-7391. Mostly sunny, 85 and 67 the high and low. Sunny and 86 tomorrow. Sunny and 85 on Friday. Sunny and 87 on Saturday. Sunny and 89 on Sunday. It's 7:21 in the morning. 59 degrees. Wednesday, the 26th day of the month of August. I'm just happy you've joined us this morning. 859-238-9447. Coach Steve Stonebreaker, the head coach of the Danville Admirals, is next.
Folding a fitted sheet. programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
And we are joined by the head football coach of the Danville Admirals, Steve Stonebreaker. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
I'm doing great, Joe. How about you?
Doing good, Coach. Doing good. Feels like a nice fall morning, 59 degrees. Got me feeling good about football Friday and Saturday this weekend. This weather does.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait for fall weather. It's my favorite time of year for more reasons than one, but, yeah, definitely ready to get to that.
Of course, when you get to Saturday, it's back up into the upper 80s, low 90s. So we need to start having these games at 6:30 in the morning, Coach.
Nah, I'm not going to go that far.
Okay.
I'm not going to go that far, but, yeah, I can't wait for a little Christmas in the air.
Yeah. Coach, let's talk about your upcoming opponent, Knox Central. This is going to be another really good, formidable opponent for you all. A Knox Central team that scored 42 points last week on Whitley County. I think they got a couple of special teams touchdowns to aid them in that win, but 42 points, the most they've scored in a game since the second to last game of the 2024 season, and the most they've scored in a season opener since 2018. Coach, what did Knox Central do right last week offensively? What do you expect to see out of them on Saturday?
Well, they ran the football very effectively. They do a really good job with their power run game, and, they'll run some power, they'll run some counter. They got three tall receivers. They're really big at the receiver position, and they can get the ball to those guys downfield. Got a really good sophomore quarterback. He started part of the season for them last year, the last part of the season, and really has come on, and he's a big kid, too. He's about 6'2", 6'3", so that they've got good size all the way around, whether you're talking about linemen, whether you're talking about receivers. So, they're going to be a team that's going to try to ground and pound, but they can also throw the football with some guys that can give you trouble as well.
Yeah, Eli Carey's their quarterback, 10 for 16, 164 and a touchdown. He also ran the ball 5 times for 40 yards and a touchdown. So you mentioned he's a good athlete. He can get around there in the backfield and make plays happen with his legs and his arm.
Yeah, and that's something critical that I talked about with our staff when we met on Sunday night to talk about the game plan for Knox Central. Is we've got to make sure that we're accounting for him in the run game, whether it be a designed run or whether it be a pass call that turns into a scramble. He's very adept at running out of the pocket, so that's something we certainly have to make sure we bottle up.
Yeah, Spencer Pritchard, a big-time playmaker for him as well. 4 catches, 89 yards last week. He also had a rushing touchdown. So, again, you'd mentioned the athletes. Eli Carey, one of them, Spencer Pritchard, the other, and they've got some height, you said, some guys that can go up and catch footballs.
Yeah, Pritchard, he's a kid that'll play running back and receiver. You'll see him in the backfield. You'll see him in the slot, particularly at the receiver position, and he may be their best overall athlete. He's a guy they try to get the ball to in different ways.
Coach, how did toughness and turnover Tuesday go for you? Anybody knock that football out of the running back and receiver's hands yesterday?
Oh, yeah, we had a few. I even got one yesterday.
Oh, wow, Coach has got in on it, huh?
Yeah, we had 4 or 5. Yeah, somebody coming back from a water break, I got them. So, we had 4 or 5 come out yesterday, so it's always good to have that accountability for the offensive guys and then the defensive guys working on their skill.
Yeah, so what happens if a player gets the ball knocked loose? Is it like push-ups? Do they have to run sprints or something?
No, we don't really stop practice for that. We just kind of shame them a little bit. There's a little bit of shame that goes along with that. There's a little scarlet letter for F. You fumbled, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, you got to wear the F for the fumble. Yeah, across the that's what you should do. You should have like a jersey that's got an F on it, and they have to wear it for the next play or something like that. Yeah,
that's right.
Coach, what do you work on this Wednesday?
Well, we're going to we got an extra prep day this week. We're going to have 2 Wednesdays back to back.
Okay.
And we'll work a lot of team period these next couple days. Today's going to be a day where we work our backups a little bit more, though. And we'll come back tomorrow, and the ones will get the vast majority of the reps. But we're going to work our backups a little bit more today and make sure those guys are getting reps and make sure those guys are improving. And we got that extra day of practice, and we can easily fit that in.
Yeah, Wednesday's a winning Wednesday, right? So you have back-to-back winning Wednesdays. That's not a bad formula.
shoot like crazy, and we'll get better on both sides of the football.
Yeah, Danville head coach Steve Stonebreaker. Coach, we appreciate you being on. Good luck with practice on this winning Wednesday. We'll talk to you again tomorrow morning about special teams, okay?
Sounds good, Joe. Let's go, Ads.
Yes, sir. That's Danville Admiral head coach Steve Stonebreaker. Every time you say his last name, you just feel like, oh, this guy's a football coach. You can't have the last name Stonebreaker and not be connected to football some way. There was an old Vikings player named Steve Stonebreaker. Rick has his football card in his mailbox. And he says next time he sees Stoney, he's going to give him the football card. And I didn't know there was, to me, there's one Steve Stonebreaker ever. And he's the guy that coaches Danville football. But there's another, what are the odds? There's another Steve Stonebreaker that played in the NFL in the 60s. And he played for the Vikings. Steve Stonebreaker. So, there you go. 7:27 and a half in the morning. We're back after this here on the Joe Show, Wednesday, the 26th day of August. Back in 90 seconds.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Need your property looking its best? Call Homescapes LLC, a trusted source for all your home, service, and property maintenance. We're licensed and fully insured, handling both residential and commercial properties with confidence. Lawn care and treatments, landscaping, excavation, construction, and tree trimming and removal. One call does it all. Call 859-613-9161. That's 859-613-9161. And let Homescapes LLC get the job done right.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
All right, the other Steve Stonebreaker played for Detroit Mercy, was drafted in the 12th round of the 1961 NFL Draft, played for the Vikings, Colts, and Saints, and played all 14 games each year except for the 1966 and 1967 season. So he played professionally. He also did some radio work on the side, it says. When he retired, he was the Saints color commentator. That's the other Steve Stonebreaker.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Where are you? Say something.
Walton County parents are in custody facing severe first-degree criminal abuse charges in Boone County. The investigation began after out-of-state relatives sent the sheriff's office a recorded video depicting Sean Webb slapping and suffocating his 3-month-old daughter. The suspect, co-identified by deputies, allegedly classified children as dogs who need repetitive boundary training by depriving them of oxygen. Jason Parman has been appointed by the district court to lead the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Kentucky. Parman has served as the London branch office manager since 2013, bringing more than 18 years of prosecution experience as he steps up to head all regional law enforcement and justice initiatives from the federal bench. Perry County utility crews have finally resolved a stubborn water connection blowout that twice forced area elementary students home and closed classrooms. Sewer Superintendent Vernon Anderton replaced the leaky 1968 main line outside R.W. Combs Elementary, thanking the residents for their patience after extreme pressure forced early dismissals on both Monday and Tuesday. School will finally resume normal schedules on Wednesday after 2 days of delays. In Harrodsburg, an arraignment date has finally been scheduled for Cody Casey, the boat operator indicted on 19 felony counts following a deadly 4th of July collision on Harrington Lake. Casey faces multiple charges of wanton endangerment, first-degree assault, and manslaughter revolving around a boat crash that killed one victim and injured several others. $1,000. His formal plea is scheduled for September 2nd, 1 p.m. The Fayette County Sheriff's Office is warning residents to remain highly vigilant against a gigantic fraudulent phone scam. Officials declared swindlers impersonating active deputies are threatening citizens with missed jury duty penalties to extort direct payments over the phone via Bitcoin.
Running a business isn't easy, and if you want to reach new customers, you've got to get your message out. Hi, I'm Don, and here are some marketing fast facts to help you grow your business. So, do you know which media dominates the marketplace? It's radio. Radio is the #1 mass reach media. 93% of the population listens to radio. Radio reaches more people than TV, Google, Facebook, Twitter, or Yellow Pages. Also, radio dominates in the car. Potential customers don't surf the internet, watch TV, or read it while driving. Radio reaches consumers as they travel to stores to make shopping decisions. You know, no other media can make that claim. And radio has the strongest ROI of any other media. Radio has an average ROI of $10 of incremental sales for every dollar spent. Your dollars work harder with radio. So, where do you start? Call us today and find out how radio can help grow your business.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean. Come on, Boyle County, reduce, reuse, recycle. Let's work together to keep our county beautiful. Load your car, trailer, or pickup truck. Our recycling center will sort your stuff. Don't just throw it away when you can recycle it today. Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The man who was arrested in connection to a deadly Harrington Lake boat crash on July 4th had his arraignment date set. Cody Casey was indicted on 19 counts, including manslaughter in connection with a boat crash on Harrington Lake that left one person dead and others injured. In addition to manslaughter, Casey also faces 11 counts of wanton endangerment, first-degree assault, and third-degree fleeing or evading. His arraignment date is set for September 2nd at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The Boyle County Public Library is introducing a new program called Story Stash. Story Stash is a new monthly book subscription that allows people to tell the librarians what they like to read, a style, genre, or author. From there, the staff will pick out 2 surprise choices for you. They'll offer pickup options at the library and in Junction City and Perryville, or home delivery options as well. The only stipulation is that you have to be an adult and have a library card. This is open to the first 40 people who register. Go to the Boyle County Public Library website for more information. And aspiring entrepreneurs and early-stage business owners in Danville and Boyle County will be able to turn to experts to help them launch their ideas. The Entrepreneur Blueprint will launch on September 18th, which will bring together experts in economic development, entrepreneurship, and business leadership to help participants build foundations for their new and growing ventures. For more information, contact the Danville-Boyle County Chamber of Commerce. Law enforcement is out with extra patrols joining the National Office of Highway Safety as a part of the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. This campaign will run through September 7th. During the Labor Day holiday weekend last year, there were 69 crashes involving an impaired driver, resulting in 49 injuries and 3 deaths. Before festivities begin, plan a way to get home safely. And if you're impaired, use a ride booking company or a taxi or call a sober friend. A nationwide real estate company has acquired land for a new student housing development to be built in Lexington. WKYT reports that a news release from Subtext shows a development will be located at 565 South Limestone, directly across from UK's main pedestrian entrance corridors. It's called the Ever Lexington and will consist of 149 different units from 1 to 4 bedroom plans and approximately 4,000 square feet of ground floor retail space, as well as indoor and outdoor amenities. They are expected to break ground this fall and finish by the summer of 2028. I'm Joe Mathis.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
You come to Bristol for the race. You stay for this. You remember this. It's Bristol, baby. It's Bristol, baby. Because what you came for is never just what you get. It's more. It's always more. The Bass Pro Shops Night Race at Bristol, September 19th. Get your tickets today at bristolmotorspeedway.com.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
Little Riley Joe. Thank you for that. Brought to you by our friends hanging out over at Good Neighbor Pharmacy in Danville. Convenient stay in your car drive-through. Complete diabetes shop. Monday through Friday, 9 to 7. Saturday, 9 to 5. Good Neighbor Pharmacy in Danville. Behind Cracker Barrel. All right, mostly sunny. 85 and 67 is your high and low. Tomorrow, mostly sunny. 86. Friday, 85. Saturday, 87. Sunday, 89. Spiking that heat back up there over the weekend. Right now it's 7:38 in the morning, 58 degrees. Tyler Miller is on here from the Lincoln County Extension Office. Good morning, Tyler. How art thou?
Hey, I'm doing good this morning.
Good.
Yeah, we got some warm, sunny days coming up. A lot of people's getting their outdoor stuff done, and I'm telling you what, man, this yard mowing even is keeping people busy.
Oh, I know. I mowed Friday. I looked at my yard yesterday, Tyler, and I'm like, I got to mow it again. And it hadn't even rained. My mower is one of those where I can't set it too low or it clogs it up. So I've got it set in the perfect height, and it's like it looks good for 2 days, and then it looks like it needs to be mowed again. But I mow it I'm a once-a-week guy. I'm not getting out there and mowing more than I have to.
I know it.
Keeping me busy.
It does. Keeps people busy. It's a lot of gas. That's a lot of gas.
Yeah. Well, I mean, our house is full of gas anyway. We got a baby. You know?
We do too.
Yeah. Well, he's not a baby anymore. He's going on 2 years old. Now he's 2 in December. But yeah, house is already full of gas, and then we're going through gas. But got to mow the yard once a week, Tyler. It's been a gassy summer for us.
Yeah, it has been.
Tyler's on your County Agents Corner, brought to you by our friends down in Tyler Miller Country, Bluegrass South Livestock Market.
Get the top price for your livestock. Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's need. Selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
Here's Tyler Miller.
All right. Well, half of the grain produced in Kentucky is held on farm in those grain bins and things. So, there's times that we'll store grain up to 12 months or even longer. It can be common. And as a result, grain remains undisturbed for, basically a long time sitting there. It is high risk to warm, moist conditions during late spring all the way up through early fall. And basically we need to do 3 things: inspect, sanitize, and try to use protectants if we need to. But our grain handling equipment, they should be kept clean. The effort involved in thorough preparation of storage bins is of little value if they are field using contaminated equipment, right? So we got to stay clean. Even the empty bin, we want to make sure we're clean before we get going. Take brooms, sweep them out, clean them up as good as you can, and make sure that we're getting the bin completely clean, where we're not harboring places for different insects to kind of live and hold on. Even the areas near the bin, we need to make sure we're not keeping cattle feed near the bin, trying to keep weeds down, just trying to stay as clean as we can. And that's going to help us if we're trying to store grain long term. So it's always easier to prevent than it is to cure problems. And so that's what we try to do. And that is a tidbit for your County Agent's Corner. God bless.
There you go. That's Tyler Miller in this morning's County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. All right, Tyler, before you go, some random facts you may not know, but I want you to know, so I'm going to let you know. Tyler, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right, here we go, Tyler. Fact number 1, Blockbuster, the company, made $800 million in late fees in the year 2000. That accounted for 16% of its revenue. Meanwhile, at that point, a company named Netflix was emerging as an alternative. Why not just pay one monthly price and keep multiple DVDs with 0 late fees? Sometimes it's not hard to understand why companies lose their mojo.
Mm-hmm.
$800 million in late fees. Crazy. Number 2, research shows mosquitoes are most attracted to the color red. And it's not because blood is red, it's because it's often a dark color. Mosquitoes typically avoid lighter colors. However, they're even more attracted to the carbon dioxide that we breathe out. So if you really want to attract mosquitoes, Tyler, wear maroon, wear dark red, and be a mouth breather.
Yeah.
That'll get them. That'll get them to you. Number 3, the word with the most meanings in the language of English is the word set. S-E-T, set. 430 meanings are listed in the Oxford English Dictionary. The word has the longest entry in the dictionary as well, 60,000 words, 326,000 characters just to describe and define the word set. 430 different definitions for it.
Wow, that's crazy.
And number 4, Tyler, 70% of the world's macadamia nuts can be traced to a single tree in Australia.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, hope that tree hangs in there.
You talk about that is the true definition of a family tree.
Yeah.
We can go see 70% of the world's macadamia nuts comes from this thing and traced to this tree right here.
That's cool.
Yeah. Tyler Miller in the County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. Tyler, we appreciate you being on, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow morning, okay?
Sounds like a plan.
There it is. Tyler Miller, 7:45 in the morning, 58 degrees. On a day we mourn the passing of the great Dolly Parton.
Baby, when I met you, there was peace unknown. I set out to get you with a fine-tooth comb. I was soft inside. There was something.
Are you on your feet all day or dealing with shoes that just don't provide the right support? Danville Bike and Footwear is your destination for trusted shoe brands Brooks, Asics, Ultra, and Saucony, plus Power Step and Spinco insoles. Your feet need the right support, stability, and shock absorption for all-day comfort. Let the shoe specialist at Danville Bike and Footwear help you find the right shoe for your lifestyle. Stop by Danville Bike and Footwear at 417 West Main Street in downtown Danville next to City Hall.
Planning a wedding? Paying for a wedding? Attending a wedding? Hi, this is Pim Fitzgerald-Clark with Wedding Planning with Pim, inviting you to join us Monday through Friday after the 8:30 morning news on WHIR AM 1230. I'll give you sound wedding planning advice and money-saving tips, information you need, and you'll get it all right here at your favorite radio station, WHIR AM 1230.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky quarterback Kenny Menchie has been named the 13th best quarterback in the SEC by CBS Sports. Menchie, a Notre Dame transfer, will be running new head coach Will Stein's offense, hopefully as good as Stein did at Oregon. The Wildcats open the season September 5th, hosting Youngstown State on Z105. The top three quarterbacks in the SEC were number 1, Trinidad Chambliss of Ole Miss, number 2, Arch Manning of Texas, and number 3, Sam Levitt from LSU. In boys high school soccer last night, Danville led Somerset 2-1, and Pulaski County shut out Lincoln County 5-0. In girls soccer, Southwestern blanked Garrett County 5-0. And in girls volleyball, Somerset beat Mercer County 3-0, and it was Lincoln County over Casey County 3-1. In Major League Baseball, the Giants stifled the Reds again last night, 3-1. San Francisco's pitching shut out Cincinnati's hitting for 17 straight innings before Sal Stewart hit a solo homer in the 9th. Elsewhere, it was the Guardians 6, Angels 5 in 10 innings, Astros 9, Yankees 7, Braves 4, Dodgers 3, Pirates 1, Padres 0, Diamondbacks 5, Cubs 4, Mets 3, Brewers 2, and the Orioles 13, Cardinals 1. Other winners were the Athletics, Mariners, Red Sox, Rockies, Tigers, and White Sox. Speaking of starting quarterbacks, the Cleveland Browns say they're going with Deshaun Watson when the season starts in a couple of weeks. It's been 2 years since Watson has started a game in the NFL. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hey, it's me, your radio. Yeah, I know, I'm usually here playing your favorite song or the news, weather, sports, talk, even traffic. You and I spend a lot of time together, and I was thinking you should advertise your business right here on the radio. Check it out. About 93% of the population listens to the radio each week. And with radio, you can reach the right people with the right message at the right time, at the right cost. I mean, simply put, the dollars you spend on radio advertising generate the best ROI of any media. I bet you didn't know I knew stuff like that, did you? I know what you're thinking. Sounds pretty good, but I have no idea where to start with this radio advertising thing. Surprise! I'm kind of an expert. Tell you what, give us a call today and find out how radio delivers results. Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to AdvertiseCentralKentucky.com. That's AdvertiseCentralKentucky.com.
A lot has changed since 1956, but one thing hasn't. B&E Furniture in Danville is still family-owned, still serving Central Kentucky, and still treating you like family. This is Levi Begley. We feature trusted name brands like Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, England Furniture, and more. We offer free delivery and financing is available. Get the family-owned service you deserve at B&E Furniture in Danville, Houstonville Road. Stop in today.
Hey, this is Brian Bailey from the Bailey Law Group. I think most people want to pay their bills, but what happens if you can't? If the credit card and medical bills are piling up and you're in a hole you just can't climb out of, call us to see what we can do before the creditors come after you. Call me at the Bailey Law Group, your hometown team, 859-236-8888.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by
Little Rayleigh Joe, that's awfully nice of you. Brought to you by our friends hanging out over at the Little Sign Shop. Need a sign, a banner, or decal fast? The owners and operators, they've always got you covered. Full-color digital printing, magnetic signs, auto signage, logo design. They are in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. 859-238-7391, Little Sign Shop. Mostly sunny, 85 and 67 the high and low. Sunny and 86 tomorrow, sunny and 85 on Friday. Right now, 7:50 in the morning, and we are looking at August the 26th, and we are heading out west to see what's going on in the world of weird. The showbiz segment. Those people so rich and famous, they are disassociated with reality. A rule of thumb, celebrity does it, says it, or thinks it, you should do, say, and think the opposite. Here we go. All right, Howie Mandel is a noted germaphobe, and he didn't do real well during the COVID-19 pandemic. In fact, his fear of infection nearly killed him. On a podcast, Howie admitted that he self-medicated to the point that he almost died. Quote, I live like I'm in a pandemic anyhow. When there's a real one, it's hard for me to handle. I wasn't strong enough to handle it. Howie started taking gummies to go to sleep. That led to him smoking and drinking on top of the gummies. It got to the point where he was trying to escape by making himself unconscious. He added, quote, there were times when my wife, she couldn't wake me up or she thought she was going to take me to the hospital. It was really bad, unquote. Luckily, Howie is sober now, not counting the prescription meds he takes for his OCD and things like that. He also credits his wife, Terry, with forcing him to get help back in the day because his issues became too overwhelming to deal with. Quote, the ultimatum was, try to find some help because I can't do this anymore. She's a hero because she put up with it, and she sent me to therapy. Way to go. When Northwest turns 14 next June, the first thing she wants to do is get a regular job like Starbucks. In a new interview for Dazed magazine, she clarified that music is what she wants to do with her life. She released her debut EP, North Forever, last May. North also added, quote, everyone's in love with boys, vaping, doing all kinds of bad stuff. All I want is blue hair and piercings. There's no doubt she is her father's daughter. When she was asked if there's something she likes to do but is bad at, North said, quote, I don't like to do things I'm bad at. Which kind of makes sense. I don't like to do things I'm bad at either. And Ryan Gosling might go from playing Ken and Barbie to playing Bam Bam from the Flintstones. Ryan is producing a live-action movie about a grown-up Bam Bam. For the record, there's been no word yet that he's even considered starring in it. Still, you'd go see that, wouldn't you? Ryan Gosling is Bam Bam? I don't know. Bam Bam is, of course, the son of Barney and Betty Rubble, the best friends of Fred and Wilma Flintstone. There was an animated series in the early 70s about a teenage Bam Bam and his girlfriend Pebbles, the daughter of Fred and Wilma. They even had a band, as most cartoon characters did back in the day. It was called the Pebbles and Bam Bam Show. It ran from 1971 to 1972. What would Margot Robbie look like as a redhead? I mean, they played in Barbie together. Why not play in the Bam Bam movie together? Margot Robbie played Barbie. Of course, Ryan Gosling played Ken. Will Ryan Gosling play Bam Bam from the Flintstones? Northwest wants to work at Starbucks next year. And Howie Mandel's germophobia nearly killed him during the COVID-19 pandemic. That's what's going on out west in Hollywood. The Showbiz segment, The World of Weird. All right, 7:54 in the morning. We talked last hour about Dolly Parton and her passing, and it feels like just talking about her one time in the show is not enough for the impact that she had for people in the country music world and people all over the country and the world. And the news came out yesterday around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Our good friend of the show, Super Dave, is the one who texted me and said Dolly Parton had passed away. It was Dolly's nephew, Brian Seaver, that announced the passing of Dolly Parton yesterday.
I'm representing the Parton and Owens family today, announcing the passing of my Aunt Dolly, Rebecca Parton Dean. Sister, sis, Aunt Granny to one generation and Gigi to the next. Dolly has lived in the light and is in the arms of Jesus, surely met by Carl, her parents, and countless others who have watched her and longed for her to meet them in the heavens.
Yeah, Dolly Parton's nephew announcing her passing at the age of 80. She was born January 14th, 1946, the fourth of 12 children in a one-room cabin, which Dolly described her upbringing as, quote, dirt poor. However, after graduating from Sevier County High School in Sevierville, Tennessee in 1964, the very next day, she moved to Nashville. The day after that, she met a man named Carl Dean outside a laundromat. 2 years later, they were married. Her marriage to the reclusive Carl Dean, who shunned the spotlight, lasted for 59 years until he passed away in March of 2025. Dolly had said in several interviews that she had neglected her own health while taking care of her husband in his final years and battled cancer for a short period of time, which is what ultimately took Dolly's life, according to her reps. An interesting story and an awesome story. Dolly had often said, you can do anything you set your mind to. I mean, you look at Dolly's life, and that's a tribute to that. Began her musical career as a pop singer at the insistence of her first record label, though she told them, I don't want to be a pop singer. I Want to Be a Country Singer. She put out a couple of pop singles. They flopped, and then her country music career began first as a songwriter. She wrote songs for Skeeter Davis, for Kitty Wells, and others, and eventually a record label called Monument Records allowed her to start recording for the country music market on Monument Records. Her first single, was called Dumb Blonde. It hit number 24 on the country charts, and Dolly Parton's country music career was born in 1967. It was that same year, in 67, where she met country legend Porter Wagoner, who invited her to come on the Porter Wagoner Show and offered her a regular spot on that weekly TV show. She would stay there for the next 6 years and would release a series of country duets that basically always made the top 10. And by 1970, her solo career would start to click together. She had her first number one in 1970, a song called Joshua, which would go number one. In 1974, she had basically outgrown her partnership with Porter Wagoner, and she left Porter Wagoner, and that same year, yes, the story goes, and it is true, wrote this song for her split with Porter Wagoner, I Will Always Love You. The song would go number one, but it also showed Dolly Parton's business savvy. Take a listen to this story. I'll let her sing for a second here. So Dolly writes this song, I Will Always Love You. Elvis Presley hears the song and wants to record it. Loves this song. Dolly's like, oh my gosh, I wrote a song Elvis wants to record. She is stoked about it. And then Elvis's manager, Colonel Tom Parker, gets a hold of Dolly and says, hey, if Elvis records this, it is standard procedure for any of Elvis's songwriters to sign over half of the publishing rights to any song recorded by Elvis. This was going to boost her career, but Dolly's like, nah, I ain't giving him half of this. She retained the rights for the song and will become one of the biggest singles in history, hitting the number one spot on the country charts twice for Dolly, and also a global smash hit for Whitney Houston on the pop charts in 1992. Rest in peace, Dolly Parton, who continued throughout the 80s, throughout the 90s, was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2002. Dolly Parton passed away at the age of 80. Here's some of her most memorable moments throughout her legendary career. Dolly Parton, here she is.
I grew up way up in, we call it up in the holler, in the Great Smoky Mountains of East Tennessee. We were really just poor country people. We had a house full of kids, there's 12 of us in all. I had kind of over-exaggerated my own self, you know, made my beauty mark bigger, made my eyes bigger and the hair a little more. And I got down there and they were having a Dolly Parton lookalike contest, and it was mostly drag queens, guys down there. It was, and so I went in and I got in line with everybody else, but somebody else won. I wanted to be noticed. I wanted to be seen. I wanted to give, and I wanted to get, you know, back all that love and stuff. And I think that's also been the key thing that has made me enjoy.
Yeah, rest in peace, Dolly Parton, 80 years old. It's 8 o'clock.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 8 o'clock. NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. A legend has been lost. Country music superstar Dolly Parton died Tuesday at the age of 80 after a brief battle with cancer. Her nephew, Brian Seaver, announced the news on social media.
Dolly has lived in the light and is in the arms of Jesus, surely met by Carl, her parents, and countless others who have watched her and longed for her to meet them in the heavens.
The icon lost her husband of nearly 6 decades, Carl, in March of last year. Parton racked up 11 Grammy Awards and sold more than 100 million records worldwide over the course of her career. She was also an accomplished actress and philanthropist. President Trump has ordered flags lowered to half-staff for a week to honor her. The country music superstar was so beloved by so many that she was named America's most popular person earlier this year. A University of Massachusetts YouGov poll from the spring ranked Parton as the most beloved figure in the entire nation. Other favorable public figures included former President Barack Obama and Taylor Swift, but Parton still came in 50 points higher than Obama and 62 points higher than Swift. Senator Darlene Graham has won the Republican Senate primary runoff in South Carolina. The President Trump-backed Graham defeated Congressman Ralph Norman on Tuesday.
The president got involved. He has that right. That's his prerogative. As I told, I never, y'all, his policies are good. I never understood why he got in this race.
Graham will face Democrat Annie Andrews in November. A man accused of terrorizing a number of pedestrians in Philadelphia while decked out in a Chucky-style mask has been arrested in Las Vegas. Before the opening bell, stock futures are little changed. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
You may have been born to be wild, but you weren't born to be dead from a needless motorcycle crash. So when you're even just a little impaired, you do not get your motor running. You do not head out on the highway. What you do is get a ride from a sober friend, a taxi or rideshare service, or public transportation. Because you may be looking for adventure, but you're not looking for trouble. Please ride sober. Paid with funds through the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
Attention veterans and military families. If you're between the ages of 50 and 80, you may qualify to review your final expense coverage options. Many veterans believe that the VA will cover all of their funeral costs, but unfortunately, in many cases, VA burial programs only cover a portion of the expense. Right now, LifeCare is helping veterans and their families learn about final expense insurance options that may help cover funeral costs, medical bills, and other end-of-life expenses.
Call 800-394-7094.
As tariffs on some goods from Canada have jumped to 50% and more are being threatened, Detroit Regional Chamber Executive Director Sandy Burra says the jobs President Trump says he wants to protect don't exist anymore. Burra says we're paying more now for home improvement goods, home building, paper, and furniture.
We're going to see higher prices for automobiles at a time when we have the highest automobile prices, new car prices that we've ever seen. And this is only going to exacerbate that.
He says manufacturing jobs now, especially in the automotive industry, are entry level and don't pay what they paid in the 1970s and 1980s, where someone could support their family, send their children to college, and possibly buy a vacation home in northern Michigan. As far as Trump threatening to change the name of Lake Ontario to Lake America, it doesn't appear likely to happen. Call them UFOs or UAPs, most Americans aren't convinced those flying objects are alien life forms. More from Rory O'Neill.
Ask Americans what they think of UFOs, and half will say they're probably human activity or some natural phenomenon. The latest Gallup survey finds 37% believe at least some of those UFOs have been alien spacecraft from outer space. 17% of Americans say they have personally seen something they thought was a UFO. 78% are convinced our federal government knows more about UFOs than it's willing to tell. I'm Rory O'Neill.
The first trailer has been released for the Sacha Baron Cohen mockumentary Ali G, Who Is I?
I's gonna get back on top with a brand new thing called a documentary.
According to the official synopsis, the film follows Ali G after he spent 20 years chilling and is now shocked that his longtime girlfriend is pregnant. With another mouth defeat, he heads to the U.S. to reclaim his former glory. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loan subject to credit approval.
Hunger does not discriminate. It impacts the elderly woman who greets you at church, the little boy who sits next to your child at school, the working mother who cuts your hair. In fact, God's Pantry Food Bank is providing food assistance to 1 in 7 people in central and eastern Kentucky. You can help us in the fight. For every $1 donated to God's Pantry Food Bank, we can distribute 4.5 meals to people in need. To find out how you can help, visit godspantry.org or call 859-255-6592.
Good morning to you. It's Wednesday. It's the 26th day of the month of August, a day where we get sunshine and 85 degrees as a high. Forecast comes your way. News coming up here now. This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The man who was arrested in connection to a deadly Harrington Lake boat crash on July 4th had his arraignment date set. Cody Casey was indicted on 19 counts, including manslaughter in connection with a boat crash on Harrington Lake that left one person dead and others injured. In addition to manslaughter, Casey also faces 11 counts of wanton endangerment, first-degree assault, and third-degree fleeing or evading. His arraignment date is set for September 2nd at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The Boyle County Public Library is introducing a new program called Story Stash. Story Stash is a new monthly book subscription that allows people to tell the librarians what they like to read, a style, genre, or author. From there, the staff will pick out 2 surprise choices for you. They'll offer pickup options at the library and in Junction City and Perryville, or home delivery options as well. The only stipulation is that you have to be an adult and have a library card. This is open to the first 40 people who register. Go to the Boyle County Public Library website for more information. And aspiring entrepreneurs and early-stage business owners in Danville and Boyle County will be able to turn to experts to help them launch their ideas. The Entrepreneur Blueprint will launch on September 18th, which will bring together experts in economic development, entrepreneurship, and business leadership to help participants build foundations for their new and growing ventures. For more information, contact the Danville-Boyle County Chamber of Commerce. Law enforcement is out with extra patrols joining the National Office of Highway Safety as a part of the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. This campaign will run through September 7th. During the Labor Day holiday weekend last year, there were 69 crashes involving an impaired driver, resulting in 49 injuries and 3 deaths. Before festivities begin, plan a way to get home safely. And if you're impaired, use a ride booking company or a taxi or call a sober friend. A nationwide real estate company has acquired land for a new student housing development to be built in Lexington. WKYT reports that a news release from Subtext shows a development will be located at 565 South Limestone, directly across from UK's main pedestrian entrance corridors. It's called the Ever Lexington and will consist of 149 different units from 1 to 4 bedroom plans and approximately 4,000 square feet of ground floor retail space, as well as indoor and outdoor amenities. They're expected to break ground this fall and finish by the summer of 2028. I'm Joe Mathis.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
What is it that makes parents continue to choose Danville Christian Academy for their kids' education?
Hi, my name is Amy. What I love most about DCA is that my children can go to school and worship God each and every single day.
Hello, my name is Jenna, and what I love most about DCA is that my kids are learning their true identity in Christ.
Hi, my name is Brittany, and I love DCA because my kids get a quality education that is Christ-centered.
You can find out firsthand why parents are choosing Danville Christian Academy. Enrolling now for preschool through 12th grade.
The Ready Care Clinic is a primary care and walk-in clinic. They perform physicals for work, school, and sports with minimal wait times. No appointment needed. They're located in Lawrenceburg, Harrisburg, Crab Orchard, and now Danville.
Primary care when you need it.
The Ready Care Clinic.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
Little Rayleigh Joe, thank you for that. Brought to you by Southern Heating and Cooling, keeping your home cozy as your comfort is their priority. Veteran owned, firmly operated, locally trusted. Go online, southernheatingcooling.com, 859-324-2770, Southern Heating and Cooling. All right, mostly sunny, 85 and 67 is the high and low. Tomorrow, you get mostly sunny skies, 86. Friday, sunny and 85. Saturday, sunny and 87. Sunday, sunny and 89. Right now, we are looking at 8:10 in the morning. It is the 26th day of the month of August, and on this Wednesday morning, we are talking with our state senator, Amanda Mays Bledsoe. Good morning, Senator Bledsoe. How are you?
I'm doing well, Joe. Good morning.
Yeah, appreciate you being on here, Senator Bledsoe. And we talk with our state senator every Wednesday morning at this time as she updates her constituents on what's going on with her in her office in Frankfort. And we'll start off, Senator Bledsoe, with not necessarily news directly affecting Kentuckians, but basically impacting everybody around the country. The passing of Dolly Parton. That was sad news to get yesterday, wasn't it?
It was terrible news. You know, I had seen this summer, a good friend of mine lives near Nashville, and had said that there had been kind of rumors about how she hadn't come to certain events, and she made a surprise appearance in June, but just kind of had been kind of on quiet, and you just kind of wonder if something was going on. And goodness, what an icon. And the sweet part, I think, for people is if you're on Instagram or Facebook, people are sharing their memories. And what's so interesting is how many people have a direct memory or a story to tell about her that was about them. That was very personal. That wasn't just that I got the books or I saw her sing. It was something that a note she sent or an encounter has been so positive, despite the mourning of her passing. And man, she had such an impact in Kentucky with other musicians and other people, and her legacy. I quote her all the time. Like one of my good friends said, she's not into politics, and she joked, I have voted for Dolly Parton as a write-in candidate for years. What am I going to do?
Yeah, she was not.
She's just that well loved.
Yes. No, you're right. Yeah, she was not. She never got political. In fact, she got the Presidential Medal of Freedom awarded to her from both President Barack Obama and President Donald Trump, and refused to go to either one of them because she didn't want one side or one group to think that she didn't represent them. And I saw an interview that she did, Senator Bledsoe, where someone asked, is she Republican? Is she Democrat? And she said, well, my dad was a Republican, my mom was a Democrat, and I'm a hypocrite. I mean, she refused to go into politics, and you can't find, I honestly, I have not heard anyone ever say one negative or bad word about Dolly Parton. Every interaction is positive. She gleamed with joy when people interacted with her. It's crazy. She's so universally loved. There's not a single person that has a bad word about Dolly Parton.
None. And it is, what a remarkable thing to have said about somebody.
Right, yeah.
That at the end of the day, no one's like, well, I've been holding on to this story of how she treated me or what she said or an experience with her. It's not to be found, and that is unheard of in today's world. I mean, that just we'll be mourning her loss and telling stories about her for a long time. And I will say, I love the Dolly Parton Library, but even if she'd only done it for, without other states getting involved and supporting it,
right?
What she did to tackle literacy and change kids' lives on her own as a mission is incredible. Taking her personal wealth and using her platform for good in a way that was really generational and transformative. Something like reading and education with kids, that's not teaching everyone to sing. That's not doing something that would have maybe fit with her platform. That was truly trying to go after root causes of poverty in her state. It's just a remarkable legacy.
Yeah, one of the coolest or funniest things that I've seen this morning was the rapper Eminem. Marshall Mathers, Eminem. So he shared a letter that Dolly wrote him. And when you talk about, again, going beyond just the country music genre, like what connection possibly could Dolly Parton have to Eminem? And Dolly wrote him a letter that basically said, I've always kind of felt like I've known you. And I think that's probably because they both grew up poor, but obviously went completely, totally different ways in the music industry. And essentially the letter said, I don't know anything about rap music, but you seem to be the best at it. So keep on rapping. And that was after Eminem's Rock and Roll in Hall of Fame induction where he performed, and Dolly wrote him that letter. And I just thought that was so funny. Like, even rappers are sharing tributes to Dolly Parton.
I love it. She was an encourager.
Yeah.
And to your point, she didn't have to, understand everything or know everything about it or even maybe even like it. But, all the different women who, to be married as long as she was to the same person, their own personal life, just the way she lived. And then she encouraged, all these young women who are still talking about, they got to sing with their I want to say idol seems such a, not the appropriate word, but got to sing with her on stage, and what she told them and encouraged them about their own walks and their own stories and singing. She really is something that we're going to talk about for a very long time.
Yes.
And there'll never be another Dolly.
There won't.
There just won't be.
Yeah. So that was just extremely sad news to hear. Died at the age of 80, married to Carl Dean for 59 years, and she did say that her health declined a little bit at the tail end of his life because she was so busy taking care of him. Like you said, married to the same man for that long, though if Jolene had anything to say about it, they wouldn't have been married that long, right?
We laugh about their story, but what's really neat? Someone made people are giving all kind of commentary, but one of the things they said was, despite her career, when they had nothing when they married, the point that when she became, who she is, he made space for her.
Yeah.
But they figured it out. What a remarkable story that will be one day to tell.
Yeah, I told a little bit of it last hour. She graduated from Sevier County High School. She moved to Nashville the next day and met Carl Dean the day after that. And 2 days after she graduated high school, married him 2 years later, and they stayed married for 59 years after that. Senator Bledsoe, I don't have anything pressing that I can think of going on, so we'll leave the floor kind of open to you. What have you been working on this week?
Well, it has been super busy. All these fall festivals and back-to-school events are pretty insane, and as you know, the election is definitely heating up. But I'll tell you what I'm doing today. I'm heading to Frankfurt for a couple of meetings, and then I'll be heading over to Louisville for the state fair. I grew up as a preacher's kid, so we never did the state fair thing. That was just not something that we had an association to. And so I've only got to participate in the last 4 years because we have committee meetings in Frankfurt for after the ham breakfast. And so I have like a late bloomer to the state fair, and I just absolutely love everything about it. And so I look forward to doing that. And there's so many people who go over. Every county has a booth. They have people who are volunteering. Traffic is terrible, I'm not going to lie. Getting in and out is not exactly a fun experience. But what a platform for our state. And so if you've got a family or kids and you think, is it worth going over, take your kids, take your family to the state fair and really see. You can watch the National Horse Show, which is phenomenal. The concerts are fantastic. Getting to see each county boastfully talk about their things in the county that are special to them, not to mention all the animals and everything else. It's super fun. So tomorrow morning's the ham breakfast. We'll be there bright and early for that. And then committee meetings are in the afternoon, so I'll be doing those before heading back tomorrow night. So that's a really sweet thing, and I'm really excited about it.
Now, are you riding the rides at the fair?
Listen, I love the fair, and I have thought about riding the fair, but
Okay.
sometimes I get a little nauseous. So I did think I should probably not ride the rides by myself. So I'm going to have to convince one kid at least, to go with me this weekend.
Yes. Yeah. You got to have a kid with you when you're riding. Yeah, that's right.
Got to have one that can drive me in case I get nauseous, because I don't do as well on a lot of those twists and turns like I used to. But the fair is fantastic. The environment is cool. I just think it's something special, and I feel like a little kid talking about it because I didn't get to see that growing up, and it's really special.
Yeah. Speaking of kids, Senator Bledsoe, we maybe you can make it down if you have time. Saturday evening, you got LCA football taking on Pulaski County Game 1. You got Boyle County Bryan Station taking on Game 2. You got some of the areas and schools you represent, kids and schools you represent, all kinds of big stuff going on Saturday.
Yeah, I've got two down there, LCA and Boyle. So it's definitely on my agenda. I've got to do a ribbon cutting here in Lexington for a business that I actually grew up with the couple that's opening it up. I grew up with. So I'm going to do ribbon cutting here, and then I plan on heading down to watch some football. What a great weekend it's going to be.
Good stuff. Senator Amanda Mays Bledsoe, appreciate you being on. If people have any questions for you, Senator Bledsoe, how can they get in touch with you?
Amanda.Mays-Bledsoe@kylegislature.gov.
There you go. Senator Amanda Mays Bledsoe, appreciate you being on. We'll talk to you again next Wednesday morning, okay?
Sounds good. Thanks, so.
You too. Bye. State Senator Amanda Mays Bledsoe joins us Wednesday mornings at 8:10 right here on The Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports and HometownLive.net.
That's all
Well, I didn't want to pick this song up in the middle of it, but I guess that's fine. I will always love you. It's 8:20 in the morning. We're back after this.
Please don't cry.
I was trying to play Jolene. Clicked on the wrong thing.
We both know that I'm not what you need.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky quarterback Kenny Menchie has been named the 13th best quarterback in the SEC by CBS Sports. Menchie, a Notre Dame transfer, will be running new head coach Will Stein's offense, hopefully as good as Stein did at Oregon. The Wildcats open the season September 5th, hosting Youngstown State on Z105. The top 3 quarterbacks in the SEC were number 1, Trinidad Chambliss of Ole Miss, number 2, Arch Manning of Texas, and number 3, Sam Levitt from LSU. In boys high school soccer last night, Danville edged Somerset 2-1, and Pulaski County shut out Lincoln County 5-0. In girls soccer, Southwestern blanked Garrett County 5-0. And in girls volleyball, Somerset beat Mercer County 3-0, and it was Lincoln County over Casey County 3-1. In Major League Baseball, the Giants stifled the Reds again last night, 3-1. San Francisco's pitching shut out Cincinnati's hitting for 17 straight innings before Sal Stewart hit a solo homer in the 9th. Elsewhere, it was the Guardians 6, Angels 5 in 10 innings, Astros 9, Yankees 7, Braves 4, Dodgers 3, Pirates 1, Padres nothing, Diamondbacks 5, Cubs 4, Mets 3, Brewers 2, and the Orioles 13, Cardinals 1. Other winners were the Athletics, Mariners, Red Sox, Rockies, Tigers, and White Sox. Speaking of starting quarterbacks, Cleveland Browns say they're going with Deshaun Watson when the season starts in a couple of weeks. It's been 2 years since Watson has started a game in the NFL. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
This Steve Bertram Sports Report is a service of John Funkhauser Johnson Pullman Insurance.
The right health insurance coverage is vital and can be very complicated, including Medicare and group insurance. This is John Funkhauser. I can make it easy for you to understand, having specialized in health insurance for over 30 years. At Johnson Pullman, we are an independent agency. We can shop all the different chamber plans and numerous Medicare companies for the right coverage and best savings. Give me, John Funkhauser, a call at 859-955-4924. I look forward to ensuring your future.
Get ready for a full hour of hometown football talk Thursday nights from 6 to 7 on Z105 WRNZ FM. It's Titletown Talk live from the new Main Branch Pizzeria in downtown Danville. Join me, Logan Young, and special guests as we break down the football action in Titletown, including Danville, Boyle County, and Center football. That's Titletown Talk Thursday nights live at Main Branch Pizzeria from 6 to 7 on Z105 WRNZ and Hometown Live Net. 10% of all food sales will go to local sports organizations. Join us this Thursday.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
All right, Little Riley Joe, we appreciate you being on here. Brought to you by our friends over at Good Neighbor Pharmacy in Danville. Convenient stay-in-your-car drive-thru and complete diabetes shop. Monday through Friday, 9 to 7. Saturday, 9 to 5. Good Neighbor Pharmacy in Danville behind Cracker Barrel. All right, mostly sunny skies. A high today of 85. A low tonight, 67. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 86. Friday, sunny and 85. Right now, it is 8:25 in the morning. It's 59 degrees right here in Danville. I'm happy you've joined us here on The Joe Show. And, rocking and rolling through this Wednesday morning. Kids in school. Maybe you're sitting at home, getting ready for work. It's a lot quieter than it was just a couple of weeks ago. And you're locked into The Joe Show and trying to figure out what's going to happen next. I can tell you what's going to happen next. You know how I know? Because I'm hosting the show, so I know what's going to happen next. This date in history, that's what's happening. On this date, 1871, the first roll of toilet paper was sold. And in case you're curious how the toilet paper is supposed to go on the roll, the original patent for the perforated TP proves that it's over. You don't reach under. It's supposed to be over. Here's a clip of Klaus's The Toilet Paper.
We buy toilet paper, that is what we do. You can stop the world, but you'll never stop the poo.
There you go, in this date, 1871. On this date, in 2020, the Milwaukee Bucks forfeited their NBA playoff game after the shooting of Jacob Blake, leading to the NBA postponing more games. Here's a clip of the Milwaukee Bucks player's statement on why they boycotted Game 5.
We are calling for justice for Jacob Blake and demand the officers be held accountable. For this to occur, it is imperative for the Wisconsin State Legislature to reconvene after months of inaction.
Yeah, and it was on this date. That happened in 2020. We have to backtrack here now. On this date, 2016, San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick People were at a preseason game, and they realized he was not standing for the national anthem. He was on one knee, and it was on this date 2016 at San Diego's Qualcomm Stadium while playing against the Chargers that Colin Kaepernick first took a knee of the national anthem, objecting to what he said was racial injustice and police brutality in the U.S. He'd done it once before, but people actually noticed this time. Colin Kaepernick was asked, why are you taking a knee during the national anthem?
Ultimately, it's to bring awareness and make people, realize what's really going on in this country. There are a lot of things that are going on that are unjust, people aren't being held accountable for, and that's something that needs to change. That's something that, this country stands for freedom, liberty, justice for all. And it's not happening for all right now.
There you go. That's what's gone on this date, August the 26th. That's made this date a date to remember. Hey, if you're not doing anything on Monday, August the 31st, I got something for you to do. The Mercer County Habitat for Humanity is having their annual silent auction and dinner. Tickets for this, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. The Patriot Quartet's going to be providing the entertainment. Again, all of this goes to benefit Mercer County Habitat for Humanity. So you can go to it. Yes, you can buy tickets, or you can get tickets for free. I've got 2 tickets right here. The first person who calls in, this is in Salvisa, so you got to go up near the Mercer-Anderson County line, Salvisa Baptist Church Christian Life Center. But these are $15 advance, $20 at the door ticket values here. And I got 2 of them for you. The dinner catered by Family Affair Restaurant and Catering at Salvisa Baptist Church's Christian Life Center. Patriot Quartet providing the entertainment. If you want to go to the Mercer County Habitat for Humanity annual benefit dinner and auction, first caller in, 859-238-9447. We'll give you 2 tickets to this on Monday night, August the 31st. It starts, doors open at 5:30. Dinner will be served from 5:30 to 6:30. And then concert begins at 6:45, Salvisa Baptist Church. Call in, we'll give you 2 free tickets to it. 859-238-9447.
It's that time again, the Boyle County Alumni Tailgate Event, Friday, September the 4th. Social hour begins at 4:30 in the high school cafeteria with dinner, door prizes, and awards. Game time at 7:30. To register, go to the Boyle County Alumni Facebook page or email Kathy Belcher at bellsouth.net. Folks, it's a great time to show your colors and school pride. Once a rebel, always a rebel.
Looking to trade or purchase a new automobile? Check out Ray and Auto Sales in Lexington on New Circle Road. Needing help with financing? Get pre-approved with Capital One. When you're there, it's all about quality cars, unbeatable deals, and a name you can trust. That's Ray and Auto Sales. That's RAYYAN, autosales.com.
Want a taste of the flavor that made Zaxby's famous? Try the Kickin' Chicken Sandwich Meal. Our signature chicken fingers on Texas toast, drizzled with tongue torch sauce and Cool Ranch. Served with hot, seasoned crinkle fries and a small beverage. The best chicken sandwich ever created? Maybe. Indescribably good? Definitely.
Visit Zaxby's in Danville on the bypass, Skywatch Drive. Order ahead at Zaxby's.com and call for catering too.
If you've ever been a victim of a scam or fraud attempt, you're not alone. Con artists are good at tricking people. Hi, I'm Adam Hopkins, security officer at Farmers National Bank. A way we beat the fraudsters is to communicate with each other. Always feel free to contact us, as we're glad to help.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Republican nominee Dr. Ralph Alvarado is quietly rebranding his high-profile campaign in Kentucky's 6th Congressional District. NBC First reported Alvarado quietly removed all online photos of himself with President Donald Trump, who previously endorsed the candidate ahead of the high-stakes May primary. Alvarado's revised site now portrays him as an independent who vows to focus solely on bipartisan health care collaboration as he prepares to face Democrat Zach Dembo in the upcoming November midterms. And Nicholasville commissioners approved a strict new ordinance regulating local e-bike and electric scooter use. The new law bans them entirely from municipal parks and limits their sidewalk use solely to children 12 and under. Meanwhile, the city of Cumberland, Harlan County Schools, and Southeast Kentucky Community College have entered a 3-way partnership to rescue the historic Cumberland High School building. The 1947 landmark faces severe disrepair since closing in 2008, but the new coalition plans to complete extensive repairs, establish establish a historic tribute room, and keep the athletic fields active for local student athletes. Warren County Public Schools has opened Kentucky's first emerging career pathway dedicated solely to artificial intelligence. The new Bowling Green Impact Center pilot enables 50 students to earn key IBM certificates, with officials co-designing the entire specialized curriculum to serve as the official statewide AI pilot model. Finally, Kentucky literacy leader Heather Diffenbach is celebrating the profound philanthropic vision of the late Dolly Parton. Parton's Historic Imagination Library program, co-founded in honor of her own illiterate father, has delivered more than 6 million free books to Kentucky families since 2001, with over 132,000 Bluegrass State children currently enrolled in the literacy movement. I'm Travis Laird.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Hello, this is Robert Wagner, General Manager of Hometown Radio. We love our listeners, and we know times are tough, so we wanted to do something big, so you could save money on local businesses. After several meetings, we could see no other way, so we opened Big Deals Online Store, selling gift certificates to local businesses. The gift certificates are just like cash. You buy full retail value gift certificates at a big discount.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Supplies limited, so hurry over to our online store at hometownlive.net and click on the Big Deals logo. Some restrictions may apply. Spend a few minutes now and save big tomorrow. Join other Hometown Radio listeners who are already shopping and saving at Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
The Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net.
Is your car in need of a shine? Keep it sparkling all month long with Safari Falls Car Wash. Visit our new location in Danville off the 127 bypass on Skywatch Drive. $22 per month. That's less than $1 a day from 7:30 a.m. until 8:30 p.m. Monday through Sundays, packages start at just $22 per month. That's less than $1 a day. For $22 a month, you will enjoy unlimited washing and keep your car looking brand new all month long.
Whether you have one car or a whole fleet, we've got a plan for you.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The man who was arrested in connection to a deadly Harrington Lake boat crash on July 4th had his arraignment date set. Cody Casey was indicted on 19 counts, including manslaughter in connection with a boat crash on Harrington Lake that left one person dead and others injured. In addition to manslaughter, Casey also faces 11 counts of wanton endangerment, first-degree assault, and third-degree fleeing or evading. His arraignment date is set for September 2nd at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The Boyle County Public Library is introducing a new program called Story Stash. Story Stash is a new monthly book subscription that allows people to tell the librarians what they like to read, a style, genre, or author. From there, the staff will pick out 2 surprise choices for you. They'll offer pickup options at the library and in Junction City and Perryville, or home delivery options as well. The only stipulation is that you have to be an adult and have a library card. This is open to the first 40 people who register. Go to the Boyle County Public Library website for more information. And aspiring entrepreneurs and early-stage business owners in Danville and Boyle County will be able to turn to experts to help them launch their ideas. The Entrepreneur Blueprint will launch on September 18th, which will bring together experts in economic development, entrepreneurship, and business leadership to help participants build foundations for their new and growing ventures. For more information, contact the Danville-Boyle County Chamber of Commerce. Law enforcement is out with extra patrols joining the National Office of Highway Safety as a part of the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. This campaign will run through September 7th. During the Labor Day holiday weekend last year, there were 69 crashes involving an impaired driver, resulting in 49 injuries and 3 deaths. Before festivities begin, plan a way to get home safely. And if you're impaired, use a ride booking company or a taxi or call a sober friend. A nationwide real estate company has acquired land for a new student housing development to be built in Lexington. WKYT reports that a news release from Subtext shows a development will be located at 565 South Limestone, directly across from UK's main pedestrian entrance corridors. It's called the Ever Lexington and will consist of 149 different units from 1 to 4 bedroom plans and approximately 4,000 square feet of ground floor retail space, as well as indoor and outdoor amenities. They are expected to break ground this fall and finish by the summer of 2028. I'm Joe Mathis.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Want a taste of the flavor that made Zaxby's famous? Try the Kickin' Chicken Sandwich Meal. Our signature chicken fingers on Texas toast, drizzled with tongue torch sauce and Cool Ranch. Served with hot, seasoned crinkle fries and a small beverage. The best chicken sandwich ever created? Maybe. Indescribably good? Definitely.
Visit Zaxby's in Danville on the bypass, Skywatch Drive. Order ahead at Zaxby's.com and call for catering too.
Bad decisions limit future options. Stop adversity from becoming stress. Listen to The Flatline with host Rick Hughes, Sunday mornings at 7:30 on WHIR. Learn problem-solving devices built on God's Word. For inspiration, education, all without manipulation. The Flatline Sunday mornings at 7:30 on WHIR and online at hometownlive.net.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
Thank you, Rayleigh. That's nice of you. Dexter Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Call Mark or Chris. They'd love to give you a free quote. 859-236-6686. Mostly sunny. A high today, 85. Low tonight, 67. Tomorrow, mostly sunny. 86 is the high. Friday, sunshine and 85 is your high. It's 8:38 in the morning right now. 60 degrees. Wednesday, the 26th day of the month of August. What's going on with you, Pimmy? Pim Pfister-Clark. We're wedding planning with Pim here.
Hi, I'm Pim Pfister-Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pim. It's not just the flower girls who are adorable at a wedding. The ring bearers draw their share of attention in their mini tuxedos. At an outdoor wedding, the cuteness quotient goes up even higher. When dressing young boys for an informal wedding, their wardrobe choices are enormous. What cowpoke wouldn't love walking down the aisle in a mini cowboy outfit, complete with cowboy hat, chaps, and cowboy boots in a Western-themed wedding? How adorable. Looks are important, but comfort's the key. If your little guy is in a starched collar and ill-fitting jacket, he's going to fidget and be cranky. Little boys are active, especially outdoors, so choose clothing with solid construction, secure hems, breathable fabric and linings, and a good fit. If the wedding is formal, put boys in dark suit pants and a white long-sleeve shirt with a button-down collar. Add a necktie to match the men's and scale down the size of the boutonniere. For a great European look, go with navy blue gabardine pants and a white-on-white cotton shirt, or khaki pants and a white button-down shirt. For a beach or boat wedding, khaki or navy shorts with a plain cotton polo shirt or nautical-themed outfit with boat shoes. Add sunglasses to round out your beach party wedding. My love note, when dressing your ring bearer, keep pant hems at a length where the child is less apt to trip.
$5,000. That's the amount of money people West are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for buying gas. That's right. You can earn cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside, and just last year, I made nearly $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like extra cash, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation promotion later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you fill your tank. Use promo code PROGRAM25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PROGRAM25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PROGRAM25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net.
Hey, all right. 8:41 in the morning. I'm happy you're on the show here. 859-238-9447, 238-WHIR. A triathlon coach recently survived an alligator attack. He was practicing for an Ironman competition. So I guess he was probably swimming, and an alligator came after him. That's horrifying. I mean, it's hard enough to finish a triathlon, but you got an alligator coming at. I don't know, maybe that'll make you finish faster, right? You're not minding your own business, ho-humming along if an alligator's after you. You're speeding things up a little bit, right? So maybe that'll help him train a little bit better. I don't know. It sounds horrifying regardless.
Ready to get in the best shape of your life? Well, nothing motivates a person like an alligator. That's why there's new Peligator, the workout where you try to avoid an alligator attack. We'll deliver the alligator to your home in a cage with a time-release lock that will let the alligator go if your heart rate goes below a certain level. That's the Peligator promise.
Oh, yeah. The Peligator workout is amazing. I'm pedaling, and I don't want to slow down because if I do, that's it for me. And, oh, man, I need to get a sip of water.
Don't even think about slowing down. I can release the gator remotely.
But I'm so thirsty. Let me just... Oh my God, the gator has my leg. No!
That's what happens when you fail to stay motivated. Peligator, the workout where you avoid an alligator. Try it today.
Yeah, let's see what's going on in Grub Gab, the world of food where you can always and unequivocally just eat it on the Joe Show. Here we go with this year's football season underway. Pizza Hut launches the new Big Hut deal, the Triple Treat Box Game Day Edition, and limited edition Flick Football Pizza Boxes at participating locations nationwide. Here's a closer look at Pizza Hut's tailgate-ready lineup. The Big Hut deal, a large 3-topping pizza with your choice of Hut crust for $10. The new Triple Treat Box Game Day Edition includes 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and cinnamon sticks starting at $21.99. Add a 2-liter Pepsi for $2. The box is designed to serve a group throughout the game. And the limited edition Flick Football Pizza Boxes, medium and large pizzas come in boxes with a cutout that can be turned into field goal posts. Place 2 boxes back-to-back and create a full football field. You know, you can play like table football, whatever. Available while supplies last. Additionally, Pizza Hut has teamed up with Pepsi and quarterback Josh Allen for a national campaign celebrating the quarterback and fans who make Hut part of their game day routines. The campaign also connects Pizza Hut's long-standing place in game day traditions, from post-game meals to watch parties and tailgates. Following last year's partnership with Tom Brady, Pizza Hut is giving quarterbacks and fans a chance to win free pizza for life. To enter, visit pizzahut.com/game-day start with Hut. And upload a video of yourself saying "Hut" during your game day moment, whether you're snapping the ball, starting a watch party, or using your own version of a snap count. Include a brief explanation of why game day start with a Hut. Fans can upgrade the Triple Treat Box as well with a 2-liter of Pepsi for $2. Burger King, the king of burgers. Based on feedback, Burger King announced today it's launching new, bigger, juicier, and more flavorful chicken nuggets along with a new special savory sauce. Those will start at locations on Tuesday of next week, September 1st. Now served in a box, the new nuggets feature 100% white meat chicken coated in crispy or breaded in a tastier marinade, then deep fried until golden brown. With a new sauce, a limited-time dip with a creamy texture, tangy flavor, mild heat, and notes of barbecue seasoning, ketchup, garlic, onion, and black pepper. They also have honey mustard, buffalo, and sweet and sour sauce. The new nuggets and the limited-time special savory sauce available at participating BK locations starting on Tuesday. And hey, steak nuggets are back at Arby's. They also join a new Horsey Ranch sauce. Arby's has also added a Shirley Temple to the menu. The steak nuggets, cuts of steak seasoned with garlic and pepper in 5- and 9-piece orders. The new steak and potato bowl, the new steak and mac bowl, and the Shirley Temple, a mix of Sprite and grenadine syrup, topped with a dark cherry, a Shirley and cream, is also available. I didn't say that word. Grenadine. Is it grenadine or grenadine? It looks like grenade to me. I don't know what a Shirley Temple is. I thought that was an alcoholic drink. Whatever. Arby's steak nuggets, Burger King chicken nuggets, Pizza Hut pizza, Grub Gab, where you can always just eat it. It's 8:46 in the morning. We see what's going on this date. Rock and roll, pop, R&B music history coming your way next.
Come visit your local R&F shop this August for some exciting new deals. For a limited time only, get a buy one, get one free oil change starting at $55 or buy one, get one free car brake pads starting at $70. Offer valid on equal or less value. Prices may vary based on the make and model of your vehicle and services provided. Taxes and fees may apply. You can also get a free inspection with your oil change and more deals all for the month of August. So come on to your R&F shop located on South Danville Bypass for some of these amazing August deals.
In Kentucky, we know the unexpected can strike at any moment, whether it's a tornado, flood, or severe storm. Being prepared could save lives. That's why it's vital to have an emergency plan. Know where your local shelter is. Keep an emergency kit with essential food, medicine, and make sure your family has a communication plan in place. Boyle County, we're stronger when we are prepared. For more information on how to get ready, visit Boyle County Health Department's Division of Emergency Preparedness online at boylehealth.com. Stay safe, stay ready. This message was brought to you by your friends at the Boyle County Health Department.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky quarterback Kenny Menchie has been named the 13th best quarterback in the SEC by CBS Sports. Menchie, a Notre Dame transfer, will be running new head coach Will Stein's offense, hopefully as good as Stein did at Oregon. The Wildcats open the season September 5th, hosting Youngstown State on Z105. The top three quarterbacks in the SEC were number 1, Trinidad Chambliss of Ole Miss, number 2, Arch Manning of Texas, and number 3, Sam Levitt from LSU. In boys high school soccer last night, Danville edged Somerset 2-1, and Pulaski County shut out Lincoln County 5-0. In girls soccer, Southwestern blanked Garrett County 5-0. And in girls volleyball, Somerset beat Mercer County 3-0, and it was Lincoln County over Casey County 3-1. In Major League Baseball, the Giants stifled the Reds again last night, 3-1. San Francisco's pitching shut out Cincinnati's hitting for 17 straight innings before Sal Stewart hit a solo homer in the 9th. Elsewhere, it was the Guardians 6, Angels 5 in 10 innings, Astros 9, Yankees 7, Braves 4, Dodgers 3, Pirates 1, Padres nothing, Diamondbacks 5, Cubs 4, Mets 3, Brewers 2, and the Orioles 13, Cardinals 1. Other winners were the Athletics, Mariners, Red Sox, Rockies, Tigers, and White Sox. Speaking of starting quarterbacks, the Cleveland Browns say they're going with Deshaun Watson when the season starts in a couple of weeks. It's been 2 years since Watson has started a game in the NFL. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
Local high school football at Hometown Radio Network.
This is Gary True, voice of the Mercer County Football Titans. Listen to every game on WHBN.
This is Scott Bowen, voice of the Garrett County Golden Lions. Hear the games on Z105.
This is Gunnar Floyd, voice of the Danville Admirals. Listen to every Danville Admiral football game on WHIR.
This is Steve Bertram inviting you to join us for Boyle County High School football on Z105.
All games streamed live at hometownlive.net.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right, Little Riley Joe, thank you for that. Brought to you by our friends hanging out over at Morning Point in Danville. They have a lantern there with 2 levels of memory care for early and latter stages of Alzheimer's and dementia. Information is online on Facebook, Morning Point of Danville. Mostly sunny, a high today of 85, a low tonight 67. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 86 is a high. Friday, sunshine, 85 is a high. Right now, it's 8:51 in the morning here in Danville. Just Love Coffee and Cafe is the place to go for your morning drink, your morning pick-me-up, and your lunch cravings as well. You know, we know they do great morning coffee drinks and espressos and lattes and things like that, but they also serve lunch all day, waffled, wrapped, and wonderful. From waffle-pressed favorites to wrapped sandwiches and refreshing drinks, they've got something for everyone. At Just Love Coffee and Cafe, lunch cravings don't wait, and neither do they. Dine in, grab it to go, or order ahead at Just Love Coffee and Cafe. Go to justlovecoffeecafe.com. Tell them you heard them this morning on The Joe Show. If you haven't done that yet, 200 free rewards points, courtesy of Just Love Coffee and Cafe for you as we team up with Just Love Coffee and Cafe here on The Joe Show, and Just Love Coffee teaming up for that and getting you 200 free rewards points. Just Love Coffee and Cafe. Breakfast and lunch, 7 o'clock to 5 o'clock, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mondays through Sundays, 7 days a week at Just Love Coffee and Cafe. Let's see what's gone on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. Starting off on this date 65 years ago, where this guitarist was born. His name is Dan Vickery. Born on this date 65 years ago. Dan Vickery, guitarist from this group, a group that was one of my favorites. It would still be considered one of my favorites. Just don't listen to them all that much anymore. And once you listen to somebody so much, you got to move on. Counting Crows, Dan Vickery, guitarist from Counting Crows, had the 1994 hit single Mr. Jones, the 1996 U.S. #1 album Recovering the Satellites. It's a really good album. They received a 2004 Academy Award nomination for their song Accidentally in Love, which was included in the film Shrek 2. On this date, 1966, Dan Vickery, guitarist for the Counting Crows, was born. Mr. Jones, big time hit in the 90s. August and Everything After was their debut album. That's a great album, too. Happy birthday today, Dan Vickery, 60 years old today, guitarist from Counting Crows. It was on this date not country music history, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. In the year, I'm trying to get this, I'm sorry. You all know my struggles with the website that was so great, was so awesome. And now has so many pop-up ads that it's unusable. They've ruined their own website. And I wish that I didn't have to use this website. I wish there was a website that was better, because I don't want them to get my clicks, because they've just totally decimated their own website. Like I'm looking at a Kraft macaroni and cheese ad that's taken up half the page. And nothing against Kraft mac and cheese. I'm fine with Kraft mac and cheese. And then I scroll up and there's a DirecTV ad. Like, I just want to see the website. And these pop-up ads slow the computer down. Now I have to use my phone, and it's hard to navigate this thing from my phone. They just ruined their website. I just can't get over it. There are some other websites that have done this, and I'm not going to call them out. But there was one specifically that was so bad. And it was such, I feel like, an important website for people locally to stay in tune with what's going on in the news. and they just ruined it at one point. Now, they fixed it since then, but it was awful for like a year. Anyway, in this date, 1978, this artist went number 1 in the U.S. singles charts with this song. The Barry Gibb song Grease was a number 3 hit in the UK. It was number 1 in the U.S. charts. Frankie Valli did this one, Grease, on this date, 1978. All right, it sold over 7 million copies. Well, I guess it sold over 1 million too, but sold way over 1 million. 7 million copies worldwide. Appeared twice on the film's soundtrack. First as the opening track, then they played it again as the closing track. Grease, Frankie Valli, on this date, 1978. It was on this date, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. In the year 1995, this artist went number 1 on the U.S. singles chart.
There used to be a graying tower alone on the sea.
This artist is Seal. Went number 1 with a song called Kiss from a Rose. Taken from the film Batman Forever. It was the top 5 on the UK charts as well. Seal, this date, 1995, went number 1.
Eyes become a light, and the light that you shine can't be seen. Baby, I can bring you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. And now that your rose is in the...
And it was on this date, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history, 2002, 24 years ago, where this group released their second studio album called A Rush of Blood to the Head. The group Coldplay. The album was acclaimed, won the Grammy Award for Best Alt Album. Coldplay's second in 2 albums that it won that award with. Best Rock Performance for In My Place, and Best Record of the Year for this song, Clocks. In 2007, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame included it on their 200 definitive albums list. Coldplay released A Rush of Blood to the Head on this date, 2002. This album, by the way, is Coldplay's best-selling album, the 10th highest-selling album of the 21st century. I mean, it was rocking. That's what's gone on this date, August 26th, rock and roll, pop, R&B music history.
It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. You had the Danville Lee's famous recipe for the Wednesday special. You get 3 pieces of our famous golden fried chicken, hand-breaded tenders, or fish and chicken combo, served with your choice of 2 sides and a warm, hot, home-style buttermilk biscuit, a delicious midweek tradition. 2-piece strip meals are just $4.99. 8-piece boxes are $12, or get a 4-piece wing deal for $4.99. Skip cooking tonight and head to Danville Lee's famous recipe on South 4th. Lee's famous recipe, real home-style flavor, made fresh every day.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or 2 or 3 or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday, from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. American presidents are honoring the life and legacy of the Queen of Country Music, Dolly Parton, who died after a brief battle with cancer. More from Rory O'Neill.
All the former presidents issued statements following Dolly Parton's death. President Obama wrote about Parton's journey from a one-room cabin to winning Grammys and even helping to fund development of the COVID vaccine. President Clinton called her a one-of-a-kind entertainer. The Bushes said they respected Dolly Parton's work promoting literacy. Joe Biden called Dolly Parton an American original. President Trump said Parton's death is a true loss for millions and ordered flags to be flown at half-staff for 1 week.
Jolene, 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 Jolene.
Taylor Swift has penned a thoughtful tribute to the late Dolly Parton. The pop superstar paid her respects on Tuesday and said a world without Dolly doesn't feel possible. But because of the eternally generous way she spent her time on this earth and the countless lives she changed for the better, her legacy will be an everlasting one. Senator Darlene Graham is now South Carolina's Republican Senate nominee in the midterms.
I want to thank President Trump for all of his support and his endorsement. Mr. President, Lindsey truly loved you and viewed you as one of his closest friends.
The sister of the late Senator Lindsey Graham defeated Congressman Ralph Norman in Tuesday's runoff. He spoke shortly after losing.
The president got involved. He has that right. That's his prerogative. As I told, I never, y'all, his policies are good.
Montana police say 8 people are dead after a gunman opened fire at a house in Billings and then set it on fire. Police say a woman, her 4 children, parents, and grandmother were found dead Sunday. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6781. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is to afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6781. That's 800-5. Real solutions for real people.
Helping military and veterans families. Fisher House at fisherhouse.org.
A man from California has been arrested near the U.S. Capitol with a guillotine. More from Bree Tennis.
U.S. Capitol Police say the man was taken into custody Tuesday on suspicion of having a guillotine in the back of his pickup truck. The vehicle, spotted around 3 p.m., illegally parked. Investigators are now looking into why 35-year-old Phelan Tam Zui drove from California to Washington and why he had the apparatus in his truck at all. He's facing charges of carrying a dangerous weapon and being in possession of a guillotine, which can come with reckless endangerment charges, but is not illegal to own. I'm Bree Tennis.
Elon Musk's private spaceflight company is building a $100 billion campus on the Louisiana coastline. Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry says it will be transformative for the state's economy.
This project means more than just steel, technology, and capital. It represents jobs for our families. It represents momentum for our communities.
SpaceX says this spaceport will be designed to support thousands of launches annually. There'll be 5 launch complexes, each with 2 launch pads. The U.S. Secret Service says it's aware of an Iranian video appearing to threaten the life of Barron Trump, President Trump's youngest son. More from Matt Mattinson.
Hardline Iranian state media have repeatedly featured content threatening the lives of Trump and his family after its former supreme leader was assassinated, but this appears to be the first time Barron has been publicly singled out. The video says Barron's movements are being monitored and reports a $10 million bounty on his head. The Secret Service told CNN in a statement that it investigates anything that could be perceived as a threat against the first family.
Target shares fell nearly 4% Tuesday after backlash over a potentially offensive Halloween costume. The company apologized for the costume Monday, a children's clown outfit that some say evoked racist minstrel stereotypes, and pulled it from shelves and online sales. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Your morning cup of Sean. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
A bit of sad news. I mean, she seemed like one of the happiest people ever on earth. I didn't know her really well.
Dolly Parton has passed away at 80. She was scheduled, I think it was last weekend, Linda, you can correct me if I'm wrong, to appear. I think it was supposed to be at Dollywood. She just was always somebody filled with joy and happiness. Seemed to have a great marriage. I mean, I know a little bit about her life. Just seemed happy at all times. And, you know, she put out this statement to her fans that she wasn't feeling well and went against every bone in her body not to be able to attend an event. And she said she had hoped to be able to see everybody again soon.
The Conservative Underground meets later today on the Sean Hannity Show.
For generations, American retirement relied on a stable three-legged stool. Now, that's pension, Social Security, personal savings. Now, to be honest, that stool kind of looks to be broken. If you are near retirement age, relying solely on paper assets could possibly put your lifestyle at risk. I put a portion of my portfolio into physical gold and silver, and you know what? It's a time-tested way for me and helped me to fortify a lot of the money that I was trying to save when I finally was able to save money. Now I only go to one gold company. It's Goldco. They're also our partners, but I'm also a customer, and they can show you how to get properly diversified just like they have helped me. They will offer you their free gold and silver kit today to see where you stand. Then look into their special offer where you can get up to an extra 10% in free silver just for getting started. Goldco, the real deal. Don't wait. Call now, 855-815-GOLD, 855-815-GOLD.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The man who was arrested in connection to a deadly Harrington Lake boat crash on July 4th had his arraignment date set. Cody Casey was indicted on 19 counts, including manslaughter in connection with a boat crash on Harrington Lake that left one person dead and others injured. In addition to manslaughter, Casey also faces 11 counts of wanton endangerment, first-degree assault, and third-degree fleeing or evading. His arraignment date is set for September 2nd at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The Boyle County Public Library is introducing a new program called Story Stash. Story Stash is a new monthly book subscription that allows people to tell the librarians what they like to read, a style, genre, or author. From there, the staff will pick out 2 surprise choices for you. They'll offer pickup options at the library and in Junction City and Perryville, or home delivery options as well. The only stipulation is that you have to be an adult and have a library card. This is open to the first 40 people who register. Go to the Boyle County Public Library website for more information. And aspiring entrepreneurs and early-stage business owners in Danville and Boyle County will be able to turn to experts to help them launch their ideas. The Entrepreneur Blueprint will launch on September 18th, which will bring together experts in economic development, entrepreneurship, and business leadership to help participants build foundations for their new and growing ventures. For more information, contact the Danville-Boyle County Chamber of Commerce. Law enforcement is out with extra patrols, joining the National Office of Highway Safety as a part of the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. This campaign will run through September 7th. During the Labor Day holiday weekend last year, there were 69 crashes involving an impaired driver, resulting in 49 injuries and 3 deaths. Before festivities begin, plan a way to get home safely. And if you're impaired, use a ride booking company or a taxi or call a sober friend. A nationwide real estate company has acquired land for a new student housing development to be built in Lexington. WKYT reports that a news release from Subtext shows the development will be located at 565 South Limestone, directly across from UK's main pedestrian entrance corridors. It's called the Ever Lexington and will consist of 149 different units from 1 to 4 bedroom plans and approximately 4,000 square feet of ground floor retail space, as well as indoor and outdoor amenities. They're expected to break ground this fall and finish by the summer of 2028. I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
Little Rayleigh Joe, thank you for that. Brought to you by our friends. They are hanging out over at Dexter and WHIR Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Yeah, they proudly represent the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Come on, ask if auto owners make sense for you. Calling Mark or Chris for a free quote. 859-236 6686, mostly sunny. A high of 85, a low tonight 67. Tomorrow, mostly sunny 86. Friday, sunny and 85. Saturday, 87. Sunday, 89. Right now, 9:11 in the morning, and we're looking at August the 26th. And happy to have you aboard the Joe Show this morning. 859-238-WHIR is the phone number to call in. Let's go to Melton's Deli in Danville, grab a sandwich for lunch this afternoon. You know, you can add bacon to any sandwich or order double the deli meat for a little bit more as well. So any sandwich you hear, you can add bacon to. I mean, you can do another turkey bacon Swiss, which is a great sandwich. It's already got bacon on it, but let's say you want more bacon. You can do that. Smoked turkey, Swiss cheese, crisp bacon, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise, served in a buttery croissant. It's number 6 on the Melton's Deli menu. I've been kind of leaning toward this one a little bit more. I've been getting the turkey bacon Swiss a little bit more. It's a great sandwich. Melton's Deli in Danville, the place to go. 247 East Main, 995 Ben Ally Drive. Tell them you heard them this morning on the Joe Show. You want to try out the turkey bacon Swiss? It is your sandwich of the day. Hey, a news reporter in L.A. didn't even flinch when a cockroach landed on her during a live broadcast. She's just reporting the news. Cockroach lands on her. Please, I'm locked in, is what she's saying. Nothing can throw me off the camera right now. But that's because she also reports for K-Roach Newscast.
Coming up on KRCH-TV, your K-Roach newscast. With more roaches landing on our news team than any other station, with Chet Paxton with headlines.
And the Strait of Hormuz continues to, a roach just landed on my shoulder. Get it off, get it off.
Plus, Nancy Ballantyne on weather.
Look for rain moving in this afternoon and, cockroach just landed in my hair. Get it out! Why haven't we called an exterminator yet?
And Bam Tarrington with sports.
The home team really struggled yesterday with... a roach just got in my mouth. I quit. You hear me? I quit.
Another one.
The K-Roach newscast on KRCH-TV. Don't miss it.
Let's see what's breaking and trending this morning right here on the Joe Show. WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. Here we go. See what's breaking and trending. Starting off here, the U.S. Secret Service says it's an Iranian video that appears to threaten the life of Barron Trump, President Trump's youngest son, and that it is on their radar. Hardline Iranian state media have pushed content threatening the lives of Trump and his family after its former supreme leader was assassinated. But this appears to be the first time Barron has been publicly singled out. The video says Barron's movements are being monitored and reports a $10 million bounty on his head. Wow, the Secret Service told CNN in a statement that investigates anything that could be perceived as a threat against the first family. The agency added, quote, out of concern for operational security, we do not discuss matters of protective intelligence. Mountain Dew is going a surprising new direction. Men's grooming company Duke Cannon has teamed up with Dew for a line of products. Mountain Dew scented body wash and soap pucks are now available at select Walmarts. Customers who've been able to get their hands on the collaboration have said they smell pretty close to the actual soda. This marks the latest outside-the-box collaboration for Mountain Dew, with others including a Rawlings baseball glove and a birthday cake-flavored Slurpee from 7-Eleven. Fans initially thought this was AI, but no, it is indeed real. Mountain Dew is one of those drinks where, like, it's okay, but there are some times where it's much better than okay. Like, I feel like I gotta be in a mood to have a Mountain Dew. Some people drink it all the time, but when I'm in that mood and you get that Mountain Dew, it's like it hits the spot better than any other drink. Mountain Dew flavored smelling soap and shampoo is out now. Ghislaine Maxwell's bid to throw out her sex trafficking conviction is being tossed by a New York federal judge. It was a long-shot petition that would have allowed her a new trial. Maxwell, an associate of the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, represented herself in the ask that challenged her detention. The judge noted that Maxwell did not use her attorney to file what he called a lengthy and rambling petition that failed to open new avenues for her defense. His ruling said Maxwell's claims are all meritless and almost all are frivolous. Quote, Maxwell is serving a 20-year prison sentence after being convicted of helping Epstein sexually abuse girls. Hey, fans of Dolly Parton flocked to the Dollywood website yesterday and crashed the site. It wasn't down for long, and when it popped back up, there was a statement on the main page from Dollywood President Eugene Naughton honoring his dreamer-in-chief, saying, quote, Dolly's heart was as vast as the mountain she cherished, and compassion knew no bounds. She inspired generations to dream boldly and love deeply. He also announced that following Dolly's wishes, the park would remain open. Naughton also encouraged fans to donate to her Imagination Library. Fans gathered on Reddit and other sites wondered if they should make a trip to the park to honor the late icon, and the answers were all the same. Absolutely. So be prepared for large crowds if you venture to the amusement park. Dollywood is an awesome amusement park, too. I highly recommend it if you haven't been. Barry Manilow stepping back from touring. The music legend, who's 83, made the announcement on Instagram yesterday saying, quote, Hi, everybody. Barry here, and I want you to be the first to know that we're going to take a quick break. Manilow added, quote, So we're going to take a break until we return to the Westgate, Las Vegas, October the 8th, where I'll be singing like a bird. I hope to see you then. He admitted in the message that he pushed himself a little too hard. The Mandy singer announced earlier this year that he had also been battling lung cancer. SpaceX plans to spend $100 billion building what would become its largest spaceport on 125,000 acres in Vermilion Parish, Louisiana. The site, about 200 miles west of New Orleans, could eventually support thousands of rocket launches every year and would focus heavily on the company's reusable Starship system. Construction is expected to begin next year, with the first launch possible in 2029. Elon Musk says it'll take a lot to get humans into space full-time.
If you want to go out there and make life multiplanetary and not just be a tourist, send a few people, come back, and but if you want to go there and actually build a self-growing civilization, you need serious tonnage.
Louisiana officials say the project could create 3,000 jobs over 10 years, while environmental groups are raising concerns about possible damage to the state's fragile coastline. SpaceX says much of the land will remain undeveloped. And Mike Lindell has sued Minnesota election officials after refusing to pay $825,000 for a recount of the Republican governor primary he lost to State House Speaker Lisa DeMuth. Lindell says he wanted every ballot in the race reviewed, while the state's recount plan would focus on votes cast for him and DeMuth. He missed Monday's deadline to submit the payment and asked for a court to step in, but state officials say their recount plan follows Minnesota law and procedures used for years. Lindell lost the August 11th primary by more than 45,000 votes, and no official evidence of election problems have been found. That's what's breaking and trending this morning right here on The Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. $9:19 in the morning. Gary Fogle, it's your turn, buddy. Kentucky Sports Memories. It's coming your way next. See what Gary's got to say about KSM, Kentucky Sports Memory. And hey, if you eat at your desk while you're typing, like on the keyboard, answering emails, whatever, you may not want to. I'll tell you why right after this.
Hello, I'm Gary Fogle. Welcome to Kentucky Sports Memories. And who is the greatest basketball coach in UK history?
At Watson's, we've been delivering all the family fun and relaxation to our local community for over 50 years. Our mission is to provide high-quality home recreational products and home furnishings to our customers that bring families and friends together for a break from the daily stresses of life. Shop the largest local selection of in-stock products for your home, inside and out, and get the guaranteed lowest price in the USA. Only at Watson's. We have all the fun.
On September 11th will be the 50-year anniversary of the first publication of the Cat's Paws, a publication dedicated solely to UK athletics. Oscar Combs started the Cat's Paws back in 1976. He is retired from the business now, even though the Cat's Paws still exists. But I talked to him a couple of years ago about starting that publication. And one of the things I asked him is, in all the years covering UK sports, if he had a favorite athlete. He said not really. There were several who'd be tied for first. Then I asked if he had a coach he thought was the all-time best. He didn't give me one in particular, but he certainly gave me a hint.
Eddie Sutton was, I feel for him because a disease brought him down. One of the kindest people I've ever met in my life. And had he not had that problem, he probably would have dropped dead on the bench at Kentucky 25 years later.
You're talking about his alcoholism?
Yes. I mean, he could coach the socks off anybody. You give him 2 players. He don't need 5. All he needs to is a go-to guy and a point guard to get him the ball.
Now, I want to make it very clear that Oscar did not come out and say, hey, I thought Eddie Sutton was the greatest UK coach of all time in any sport. He just sort of hinted in that direction, and that's what I surmise, is he thinks Eddie Sutton was the all-time best. And he did mention that, obviously, it was well known Eddie had an alcohol issue, and that curtailed his career. But nevertheless, Oscar thought he was an outstanding coach for UK basketball, and had he stuck around, may have won multiple championships. As I said, that conversation with Oscar was from a couple of years ago. He is retired now in his early 80s, but the Cat's Paws lives on, and Oscar, I'm sure, quite thrilled that it has reached its 50th anniversary. Tomorrow, we'll talk to the guy who's now running the Cat's Paws and how he's upholding the legacy. Gary Fogle, Kentucky Sports Memories.
Thank you there, Gary. Gary Fogle, KSM, Kentucky Sports Memories, Mondays through Fridays in the 9 o'clock hour right here on The Joe Show. We're back after this. See what Steve's got to say with sports. But again, eating at your keyboard, eating while you're typing. You nasty if you do that. And you probably don't know why you're nasty. It's coming up next.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky quarterback Kenny Menchie has been named the 13th best quarterback in the SEC by CBS Sports. Menchie, a Notre Dame transfer, will be running new head coach Will Stein's offense, hopefully as good as Stein did at Oregon. The Wildcats open the season September 5th, hosting Youngstown State on Z105. The top 3 quarterbacks in the SEC were number 1, Trinidad Chambliss of Ole Miss, number 2, Arch Manning of Texas, and number 3, Sam Levitt from LSU. In boys high school soccer last night, Danville edged Somerset 2-1, and Pulaski County shut out Lincoln County 5-0. In girls soccer, Southwestern blanked Garrett County 5-0. And in girls volleyball, Somerset beat Mercer County 3-0, and it was Lincoln County over Casey County 3-1. In Major League Baseball, the Giants stifled the Reds again last night, 3-1. San Francisco's pitching shut out Cincinnati's hitting for 17 straight innings before Sal Stewart hit a solo homer in the 9th. Elsewhere, it was the Guardians 6, Angels 5 in 10 innings, Astros 9, Yankees 7, Braves 4, Dodgers 3, Pirates 1, Padres nothing, Diamondbacks 5, Cubs 4, Mets 3, Brewers 2, and the Orioles 13, Cardinals 1. Other winners were the Athletics, Mariners, Red Sox, Rockies, Tigers, and White Sox. Speaking of starting quarterbacks, the Cleveland Browns say they're going with Deshaun Watson when the season starts in a couple of weeks. It's been 2 years since Watson has started a game in the NFL. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hey, Boyle Countyans, it's time we talk about Boyle County's scenic beauty. So, for the love of our gorgeous county, don't let trash out of your car. Instead, give it the VIP treatment by letting it enjoy the car ride until you can dispose of it in style when you roll up to one of the Boyle County convenience centers and watch as those plastic water bottles, soda bottles, and energy drink bottles get a new lease of life through recycling.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
Hello, this is James David Sperlin. The Sperlin family is proud to be the owner of Preston Pruitt Sperlin Funeral Home in Danville. Our pledge to you is to offer the same compassionate, caring service that Preston Pruitt established in 1880.
The Sperlin family has many years' experience taking care of families like yours with the finest and most affordable services available. They're located on South 4th Street in Danville. Call 859-236-4343, 236-4343.
Preston Pruitt Sperlin Funeral Home. Our family serving your family.
The Danville Mailing Center makes shipping easy. UPS, FedEx, DHL, U.S. Postal Service. Let them find the fastest or most economical way. They'll even pack it up. It's a no-hassle way to ship. The Danville Mailing Center on Jane Trail across from McDonald's. Ask for your $3 discount.
Time out for sports this weekend with
VSiN Sports Shows
on WHIR AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
Hey, 927, Wednesday, August the 26th. Happy to have you on the show. 859-238-WHIR. 238-9447 is the phone number to call in. All right, are you the kind of person who munches on chips while answering emails? If you are, you might want to take a closer look at your keyboard. Microbiologists are saying that typing right after you eat is more unhygienic than you think, especially if you're using your hands instead of a fork or a spoon. A little bit different if you're using silverware, but if you're like digging in a bag of chips and eating and then typing, no, the saliva from your fingers can end up on your keyboard. And when it mixes with food residue, it can turn your keyboard into what microbiologists call a bacteria cafeteria. Apparently, certain forms of bacteria can survive on keyboard surfaces for days, so you'll have to be careful. But before you get all grossed out and like looking at your keyboard and wanting to bash it with a hammer, there's a simple fix. Just keep some hand sanitizer or wet wipes nearby. Make sure to clean your hands after eating. Maybe give your keyboard an occasional wipe down as well with a wet wipe, but cleaning your hands will certainly help out. Someone should definitely pitch Bacteria Cafeteria to Disney. Like, that's got to be the next movie that comes out. The Bacteria Cafeteria. It's like Inside Out, but instead of the characters like living inside you, it's different germs that live on you. Bacteria Cafeteria. If you eat while you type, microbiologists say, yeah, your keyboard is probably nasty. Make sure you wash your hands, wet wipes on the keyboard, and that'll take care of it. 859-238-9447. Passengers aboard cruises in Europe over the summer have been affected by rivers like the Danube River essentially running out of water. Riverless cruises is apparently a thing now. Can't go on a cruise on the water if there's no water there.
Ready for a vacation you'll never forget? Then come aboard a riverless cruise, where you'll live in the lap of luxury on a lavish cruise ship that is on what used to be the Danube. Spend time on the Lido deck with the remains of 2 German soldiers. Eat at the all-you-can-eat buffet alongside an army motorcycle that was found in the dried-out river. Or just hang out next to the pool, which again is the only water for miles because there is no water in the river.
We had a blast on the riverless cruise. A Greyhound bus pulled the ship through the mud where the river used to be. I mean, I guess we could have just ridden ridden on the bus, but there was so much cool stuff on the ship, like the skull of a World War II soldier. So cool.
You've got that right. Riverless Cruise Lines. Book your waterless cruise today.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Walton County parents are in custody facing severe first-degree criminal abuse charges in Boone County. The investigation began after out-of-state relatives sent the sheriff's office a recorded video depicting Sean Webb slapping and suffocating his 3-month-old daughter. The suspect, co-identified by deputies, allegedly classified children as dogs who need repetitive boundary training by depriving them of oxygen. Jason Parman has been appointed by the district court to lead the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Kentucky. Parman has served as the London branch office manager since 2013, bringing more than 18 years of prosecution experience as he steps up to head all regional law enforcement and justice initiatives from the federal bench. Perry County utility crews have finally resolved a stubborn water connection blowout that twice forced area elementary students home and closed classrooms. Sewer Superintendent Vernon Anderton replaced the leaky 1968 main line outside R.W. Combs Elementary, thanking the residents for their patience after extreme pressure forced early dismissals on both Monday and Tuesday. School will finally resume normal schedules on Wednesday after 2 days of delays. In Harrodsburg, an arraignment date has finally been scheduled for Cody Casey, the boat operator indicted on 19 felony counts following a deadly 4th of July collision on Harrington Lake. Casey faces multiple charges of wanton endangerment, first-degree assault, and manslaughter revolving around a boat crash that killed one victim and injured several others. His formal plea is scheduled for September 2nd, 1 p.m. The Fayette County Sheriff's Office is warning residents to remain highly vigilant against a gigantic fraudulent phone scam. Officials declared swindlers impersonating active deputies are threatening citizens with missed jury duty penalties to extort direct payments over the phone via Bitcoin transactions. I'm Travis Laird.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Get ready to experience the ultimate tribute to the king of pop. MJ the Illusion is coming to the Boyle County Performing Arts Center on Friday, September 11th at 8 p.m. Featuring Michael Knight singing live with jaw-dropping moves, a powerhouse live band, and incredible dancers. Hear all your favorites like Thriller, Billie Jean, and Man in the Mirror. Tickets are going fast. Grab yours now at thebcpac.com.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
Together, let's drive at Bob Allen Chevrolet. Hi, I'm John Welsh, inviting you to check out Bob Allen's Dealmaker pricing on new 26 Chevy Silverado 2500 Crew Cab 4x4s, now priced as low as $56,900, plus tax and license. Stock M26 $796. Bob Allen Chevrolet on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
Hey, it's me again. That's right, I'm Jerry Farmer, and I'm still cutting up. Still Cutting Up is a place to go when you need a fresh cut or a mini afro. Perms, colors, nails, too. Braids, highlights, and even updo. I know you done heard of us, so get with it. I know you need your hair did. Here's our digit, 238-7899. Bob your head while I rhyme. 24/7, we won't be beat. 365 on South 4th Street. See ya. See ya.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer.
Curamed is a top-selling curcumin product in America for good reason. Curamed from Terry Naturally provides remarkable health benefits. Make sure you insist on a bestseller. Insist on Curamed. We're so confident Curamed will offer the results you deserve. We guarantee it or your money back.
Curamed is on sale now, only at the Danville Nutrition Center. Save on both Curamed and Curamin for pain. Danville Nutrition Center is located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville.
Almost every small Kentucky town has a go-to restaurant. In Central Kentucky, it's the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty. If you like a good buffet, you'll love the huge down-home cooking featuring 3 fully stocked buffet tables, or you can order off their extensive menu. You'll find something delicious for every person in the family at the Bread of Life Cafe. Visit the gift and sweet shop at the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty on Highway 127. Open till 8, Monday through Thursday, 9 Friday and Saturday. Feed your tummy and your soul with a stop at the Bread of Life Cafe and Buffet, 5 miles south of Liberty.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
All right, Rayleigh Joe, thank you for that. Brought to you by our friends over at Southern Heating and Cooling, keeping your home cozy. As your comfort is their priority. Veteran-owned, family-operated, locally trusted. Go online, southernheatingcooling.com, 859-324-2770, Southern Heating and Cooling. Mostly sunny, a high today of 85. A low tonight, 67. Tomorrow, sunshine, 86 is the high. Sunshine Friday, and 85 is the high. Sunshine Saturday, 87 is the high. It's 9:35 in the morning. And it is a Better Business Bureau Wednesday as Heather Clary joins us this morning from the BBB. Good morning, Heather. How are you?
Good morning. Happy Hump Day.
Yes. Yeah. We know also not only when we talk with you, it's a Wednesday, but we're at the end of another month. It's always the last Wednesday of the month we talk, Heather, and hard to believe we're about to flip the calendar to September already.
Oh, I know. How did that happen, man?
We've talked about a lot of really good topics this 2026 calendar year with you, and we are continuing that trend. Today, Heather, you said you wanted to spend some time talking about the BBB Scam Tracker Risk Report results.
Yes.
So what is this? What is this?
The BBB system issues this every year, the BBB Institute for Marketplace Trust, which is a compilation of all the scams that have come in from the public on our BBB Scam Tracker site. And it's a formula that they use to develop the top 10 riskiest scams based on exposure to the scam times susceptibility to it, how likely you are to fall for it, to the median dollars lost. And that is how that is ultimately compiled. So if you don't want to think about math, we'll just have fun and talk about the top 10. But what's interesting is a lot of these pretty held steady from the previous year, being way up there, which tells me the same stuff is hitting people.
Yes.
And you want to be aware of it. The first and top one, the investment in cryptocurrency scam.
Yeah. Yes.
We've talked about those a little bit. They were number one in 2024. It came in number one again in 2025. And it tends to be the one that has the highest median dollar loss. There was a median dollar loss of $5,000 of the victims.
Wow.
That's median, Joe. That means some people lost way more. You know, because, and cryptocurrency still sounds mysterious to some people. They don't understand how it works. And if you've got somebody coming along and singing you a song on social media or somehow they reached out to you and said, oh, I can tell you how to make a mint in cryptocurrency. It'll be great. It's the best investment you've ever made. And you just follow along without really knowing what you're talking about, that's where the trouble comes in.
Yeah.
So that's combined with investment scams. And, your age group is going to get a little higher on that one because the older folks may have some more disposable income, some nest eggs, some retirement funds that they could be ripped off from, that can be ripped off from them for these scams. So if you don't understand it, just stick with an investment advisor we have plenty of those you can find.
Right.
I'm sure you have some locally you can trust.
Yeah.
And then coming in number 2, never goes away, employment scams.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, employment
scams. It gets harder
scams.
to go. Job market goes up and down. It held steady at number 2 from 2024 to 2025, and people of all ages fall for that. And there's actually money lost with some of those. Median loss of $1,000.
Wow.
If you have to pay to work for somebody. No, that's generally not how you do it. And I'm not talking about buying product to sell. I mean, I'm talking about if they need fees up front. And a lot of these will hide in legitimate job search sites. We've talked about them before, on Monster or ZipRecruiter or any of these places. And maybe it says it's a product quality inspector or something along those lines, and it turns out to be a reshipping scam, which remains way up there in the employment scams we see. And we've talked about that one before, where you are asked to receive items at your home, and unwrap them, whatever they might be, inspect them for quality, that they're all there, wrap it back up, mail it on down the line, and you're supposed to get a tidy sum of money for this. Well, your 4 weeks passes, and suddenly you can't get back into the employment website anymore. There's no money coming to you. If you've spent any money on any of this, it's gone. And if you've given any personal information to these people, like a social or your date of birth or whatnot, that's gone. And you may have just ended up being a cog in a big machine of shipping along stuff that was purchased with stolen money, which makes it even more troublesome. So if you ever have to do something like that, run away. That's not a real job.
Yeah, I'm looking at the numbers that you all have here, and you would kind of briefly mention it too when you talk about investment scams. Some of these scams affect different people of different ages. Employment scams, according to the BBB, is the number one riskiest scam for adults ages 18 to 34. Right, and you understand why. You got people who maybe they're just out of high school, just out of college, they're young, they're trying to find a job, or maybe they've lost a job, they need to do so. Young people looking for work. I mean, people say, look, we need people to enter the workforce. They're doing their best, and some of them getting scammed in turn trying to do that.
Yeah, and a lot of these are because of the remote aspect of it, and a lot of remote working began back when COVID started.
Right,
and there's still lots of folks work remotely, and that's fine. A lot of those are legitimate. Businesses realize they save a little bit of money by, not having to have as large of a facility for people, whatever it may be. But if what you're supposed to be doing sounds too good to be true, we will have people call and say, well, they said, did you look up this business? It turns out it's some, huge ship manufacturer company in Pennsylvania or something. What are you going to be doing at home for this company? And you can't really find what it is. I say, if you see something on here, let's Google the company.
Yeah.
Call them up and see if they put this ad.
Yes.
I bet you they tell you they didn't. And that's another way. So you really want to look into it further. And if it's too simple or they just don't even interview you, they just kind of do a cursory text call or something, you're hired, that's not typically how somebody's going to hire an employee. And it's just to lure you in so they can probably just steal more information from you, if not money.
Yeah, so I was going to ask that because the number one scam, you said cryptocurrency investment scams. We understand that you're giving people money, but how are people getting scammed? You're not typically paying to interview for a job, but you're giving them information. Is that what it is?
Well, it's that too, but some places do want you to send money. Like we've seen one where they need you to set up a home office. And we're going to send you a check to buy that equipment. You need a postage machine or a computer or this or that, and they'll send you a big old check for $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and they tell you, so you just take that and put some of it in, put it in your bank account, and then take a big chunk of it and go ahead and send it to our supplier, who's also in on the scam. And then time goes by, and then your bank calls up and says, this check's no good.
Oh.
And you put a $5,000 check in there, and you sent off $4,000 of it. You're holding the bag. So that's one way that does happen with employment scams. So if you have to use your own bank account and send money off already, that should be a big red flag.
Yeah, red flag. Yeah. So you said that's number 2. What's number 3?
Online purchase scams that just kind of swap spots with the previous year, where people are buying stuff online. The internet is a wonderland, and I cannot tell you how many people we talk to every week who call and say they ordered something. It might be a medical device, it might be clothing, it might be jewelry, it might be a piece of equipment, and they don't receive it at all, or they keep getting promises it's coming and it never does, or what they do get is flimsy, it's a cheap knockoff, it's bad quality, and they are left stuck. And we say, okay, well, where is this business located? Again, it's a matter of find where the place is. They say, I don't know. Or if it's something that popped up on social media, well, good luck in trying to find them. Sometimes they do have a website. I'll Google it. I'll look, and I'll say, okay, the first thing we tell people before you buy anything online is see where a business is located. Contact us. That's the first thing I click on. And if all you see is some email address and that's it, or maybe some 800 number, there's no address, nothing like that, I would hold back, because a lot of times we'll talk to these people. Turns out the company is overseas. They've ordered something from an outfit that's in China or India or Korea or somewhere like that, and nobody in the U.S. You can't file a complaint with anybody in the U.S. about it to help, because it's offshore. So be careful with who you're spending your money with, and if you do get online and buy stuff, you might want to consider using a credit card, not a debit credit, but a credit card, because sometimes you'll end up having more mechanism to dispute a charge if something goes wrong. Discuss that with your provider.
Yeah. Online purchase scams, number 3 in the 10 riskiest scams. What's number 4?
Romance and friendship scams. It's swap places with online purchases. in this day and age, this is still going on. A lot of folks are still kind of keeping to themselves. The social media is a wonderland, and you meet all kinds of people, and they can pretend to be whoever they want. And AI has a hand in that, where they'll just make buddies, hit up a friendship with you. Sometimes they turn into romantic scams. Maybe an older person might fall for this. We've talked to people who say, oh, they love me. He wants to come and be with me, but he travels around the world on his job. And then next thing you know, whoever it is needs some money. They need some help. Sometimes the military has been used in these scams, which really burns me, because our military is like risking their lives for us every day, and somebody's pretending to be one of them overseas.
Yeah.
And saying, I could use some money to buy some extra food over here, and they trick you into doing it. They're very good at it. You just got to be extra careful with who you deal with online like that. And some of these can go on a long time, and that's got a really big median dollar loss too. $4,500 is the median dollar loss.
Wow.
These. I mean, it can be really crazy.
I'm looking at this now. I found it on the BBB marketplacetrust.org. This is the second highest median loss among all the scams. Number one is the investment cryptocurrency. This is number two. It's interesting that online purchase, which was number three, we just talked about it, has the lowest amount median loss, right? Because you maybe buy one thing one time and realize you got scammed, but it has such a high risk index because basically everybody buys stuff online.
Yeah, that's another just buy something like a blouse or a little doodad for their car or whatever it might be. It might be we talk to people who are buying certain health brace or some kind of a scale, anything like that, and they're not super high, but $68 is $68, and but some people do lose some more. There's opportunity for that. I mean, we'll talk to people who want to buy a huge automobile part that they need for a special car they have, and they call and ask about a company that's across the country who's going to sell it. And so, you want to check them out before you send money to them. And again, that's where Mr. Credit Card comes in handy if you're not sure who you're shopping with, if the seller will take that so that you might have that dispute mechanism if something does go wrong.
Yeah. Hey, number 5 inside the top 5 riskiest consumer scams is what?
Home improvement scams.
Yeah.
We talk about hiring contractors.
You do, yeah.
Yep. And that's just that's also got a kind of a higher median loss of $1,400. But you hire the wrong person. Every week we'll talk to somebody who's, they took some money to go buy some materials. They were going to come back and either pave the driveway or shingle the roof or put up these gutters or build this deck, and then they ghosted me or they left it half done. Now I can't get them to come back. Where are you finding these people? That's what I'm saying. And we'll hear things like, well, somebody at church knew them, or I found them on Facebook or whatnot, and there may be some legitimate folks like that, but you do want to ask for references. If you really need to spend money on a bigger project, go to bbb.org and look up the contractor, see if we've got anything on them. If you want to really try to help protect yourself, use a BBB accredited business. We know where they are. We have their information. They have promised to us to do business ethically and take part in dispute resolution if something goes wrong, because you don't want to have to pay again to have something done because somebody else left you high and dry.
Right. Yeah. The top 5 again: investment, cryptocurrency. Number 1, employment scams. Number 2, online purchase scams. Number 3, romance and friendship scams. Number 4, and home improvement scams at number 5. We'll step aside. We'll come back. We'll go over number 6 through 10. There's actually 6 of those because we have 2 scams. It looks like that are tied at number 8. So we'll talk about that coming up after this on The Joe Show on the top 10 riskiest scams, according to the Better Business Bureau from 2025. Heather Clary joins us. More after this.
Authentic Mexican grocery store, cakes, fresh produce, piñatas, boots, belts, and more. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. Family owned and operated, offering the best Mexican products created. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. And to make your tummy smile, Taco Yumas, the on-site food truck that's also available for catering and events. So where do you go for authentic Mexican product? La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. In Danville on Houstonville Road.
Thinking about buying a home, starting a business, or tackling a renovation? Whitaker Bank is here to help you make it happen. This is Ronald Howard. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Danville. We understand that every financial decision is personal. That's why we offer local expertise and reliable service. Let's find the right solution for you. Call me at 236-9822 today, and let's take the next step together. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
At Sutton Pharmacy, your community health mart pharmacy, our team helps you stay healthy with quick refills, expert advice, and flu shots. Enjoy free local delivery and a convenient app to make managing your refills easy. Sutton Pharmacy in Lancaster on West Maple Avenue. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6. A health mart taking time to listen and care.
Hey, it's Scott Jennings, and I am proud to be on the radio in Danville, Kentucky. My daily show brings common sense to the Commonwealth. Whatever the news of the day, I'm going to sort it out and break it down with my straightforward analysis and commentary. We've got guests giving you the biggest insights into the day's news. So join us every weekday afternoon from 2 to 3 on WHIR AM 1230 and FM 103.9, or listen, hometownlive.net. It's the Scott Jennings Show on WHIR.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or 2 or 3 or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net. Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on WHIR.
Friday night, 52 in the morning, and Heather Clary joins us from the Better Business Bureau, talking the top 10 riskiest scams in 2025. Last year, these numbers coming out now. Investment in cryptocurrency, number 1. Employment, number 2. Online purchase, number 3. Romance friendship, number 4. Home improvement, number 5. Heather, what do we have as the number 6 riskiest scam?
Holding steady from 2024, phishing and social engineering scams.
Oh, okay. What is that?
It's people in any number of ways where they try to lure you into falling for whatever it is they have. The risk index was as high as 41%. They send you emails or messages over Facebook or wherever it might be, phishing for your information, or the social engineering, just kind of getting you to take some actions, whether it's investing in something, applying for, oh, look, I got this great grant, you can get one too, and just stealing your money. And of course, the Internet has just made that all the easier, and AI sure isn't helping. So it's easy. You got to be careful with who you're dealing with online. Anybody can be anybody they pretend to be. So, and some people just don't do that stuff at all, which is, and then you can save yourself. But some of this stuff comes over your phone. Phishing and social engineering, where they'll text you. And you say, well, who's this? Oh, I'm not who you're looking for. Well, maybe you can help me, blah, blah. You know, they'll lure you in one way or another. There's so many different ways that happens.
Yeah.
And you can lose money to that, too. Somehow they trick you into spending some money. And then that median dollar loss was about $300. But, again, that means there's more. Maybe they tricked you into sending them some money. They tricked you into, well, here where you can get a free grant, but you have to pay this fee to get it, or just all kinds of different things that go on that they trick you into doing.
Yeah, that's number 6. Number 7 is what, Heather, in the top 10 riskiest scams?
Travel and vacation timeshare scams. Those keep appearing in the top 10. where people get lured into. I mean, the susceptibility of people falling for it was 55%.
Wow.
And they could lose as much as $580 is the median amount, where these are travel companies that promise a big trip or a cruise or something. Some of these timeshares, some people still do that. They may be tricking you into some sort of a timeshare thing that doesn't exist at all. You want to get away from it all, but you got to check out these companies carefully. Look them up at bbb.org to see if they're on the up and up. Maybe the name of the company and the word scam after at Google to see if anything warning signs come up. Because you can get hooked into some of these things, and then they can get very difficult to get out of too. So be extra careful with those.
Yeah, we have a time for number 8. Heather, tell us what we have. Yeah, what do we have here?
Advanced fee loan scams and counterfeit product scams came in at the exact same risk level. And we kind of touched on the counterfeit products with the online purchasing.
Yeah.
People will order stuff that looks real. It might have designer names on it, whatever it might be, a quality name product, and you get it, and it's just a flimsy piece of who knows what.
Mm-hmm.
And that's easy to get taken into. That was at number 14 in 2024, so it jumped up several spots back into the top 10. And advanced fee loan scams, they've always been around. They were at number 7 in 2024. It's against the law in Kentucky to ask you to pay a fee up front before getting you a loan, plain and simple. But some people are kind of desperate. They don't have good credit. They can't go down to their local credit union or their bank and get someone to loan them money. Now, there are other payday loan companies, those kinds of things, but if you got to be careful with the stuff that's online. We hear more people put their information out there. They are constantly bombarded by folks saying, "Oh, we can loan you a bunch of money to help you," and really low interest rate because you don't have good credit, but they'll want a big fee up front for paperwork and whatnot. Anybody lending you money, you'll want to check with the Kentucky Department of Financial Institutions to see if they are properly licensed to do so, because they might not. And if you're not sure where they are, in some instances, we have heard in the past of people getting loans from a company that ends up being located on an Indian reservation, a Native American reservation, somewhere operating in the U.S., and sometimes the laws are completely different under those.
Oh, yeah.
It might be more difficult. They might be notorious for charging high interest rates. You can be desperate, but you might land yourself in a worse position. So please be careful and check out who you're dealing with before you try to get into that. And if they want money up front, run away.
Yeah. Hey, last two. We got a minute each on the last two. We're up here in the top hour news. What's number 9?
Debt collection scams. Those are hot and heavy. People will call and say, "Well, I keep getting this call saying I owe money. This debt was 25 years ago." And some bottom feeder just dredged it back up again. Or just trying to fool you into thinking you owe money for something that you never even incurred. It popped back up into the top 10 this year from number 12. And, they might trick you and say, "Well, just send us a few dollars so that, and we'll keep it, active." Well, that does keep it active. It refreshes the debt. So check your credit reports. That's free at annualcreditreport.com to see if an old debt is on there. Things can stay on there for 7 years. And sweepstakes and lottery prizes. Now, they've jumped back up into the top 10. They had dropped out. Where they say, "You won big money on Publishers Clearinghouse, this, that, and the other. You got to pay money to get it." These people aren't calling you out of the blue. You have to have entered. Those Publishers Clearinghouse ones are coming in. They say, "We don't do that." But they want you to send money. They're going to send you a car, blah, blah, blah. It's not true, folks. Don't fall for it.
Yeah, I'm looking. The good news, I guess, Heather, from all this is that 7 of the top 10 scams from last year, top 10 scams, that 7 of the 10 saw a lower number of median loss from the year before. So, obviously,
most of them did, and we're just hoping that's because people caught on before they lost more.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. Yeah,
or they had less to lose too, but it's still money lost, and you don't want that. We want to invite people to report scams to BBB Scam Tracker at bbb.org, where you can also check out businesses, look up businesses you can trust, because they make our free services to the public possible. You can read scam alerts. You can submit customer reviews if you need help with a complaint. All of that at a one-stop shop at bbb.org.
I'm looking. It looks like the highest single loss incident, if I'm reading this table right, investment cryptocurrency, where an individual lost $82,100 last year in an investment.
Some of them lose a ton of money in those.
Sickening.
It's very risky, so you got to be careful.
Heather, appreciate you being on. BBB.org is the website, and you can see reputable businesses and see the top 10 scams from last year and keep up to date and keep the money in your wallet yours until you want to spend it with a reputable business or service or individual. Heather, appreciate you being on.
My pleasure. Thanks.
Yes, ma'am. You too. Bye. There's that sad music again. That means my time has come to an end of the Joe Show. Had a blast with you all on this Wednesday morning. Hoping the start to your work day just a little bit more bearable. I'm Joe Mathis signing off. I'm back with you tomorrow morning, dark and early, on Danville's one-stop shop for local news, local events, and local voices, The Joe Show. 10 o'clock in the morning, top hour news. Coming up next, and so is Kentucky Sports Radio.
This is the talk of the town, AM 12.